The following is a live sports presentation of Glycod. GLICOD.com.
Glycod's coverage of R.J. Corman's Central Kentucky High School football starts now.
Good evening, everyone, from Bryan Station High School in Lexington, Kentucky. Welcome to another broadcast of Central Kentucky High School football on Glycod. Tonight, it's a state semifinal game in Class A between the homestanding Bryan Station Defenders and the visiting Bullitt East Chargers. Glad to have you with us for football on a Friday night. I'm Keith Elkins, along with Rick Reams. And Rick, as we get down here to the Final Four in Class 6A. It's a great atmosphere tonight, and these two teams both have been on fire since early in the season.
Yeah, I tell you what, both these teams started off the year a little bit rough. Bullitt East lost their first game, has won every game since. Bryan Station lost their first 3 games, but have won every game since. And you know that's what the playoffs are all about. You have teams that are on a hot streak, and that's exactly what these teams are. And you know it's exciting, but it's also a little sad that this means that this is the last time these players are going to play on their home field. Mm-hmm. But one of these teams gets to go to Kroger Field next week, which is what's everyone's goal at the beginning of the year.
Everyone's goal when they break out the footballs, and tonight one of them will realize that goal and nail down a trip in to the championship game next week. Bullitt East and Bryan Station. We've got a beautiful night for football. As we look at tonight's weather forecast presented by Gumbo Yaya, located on East Brannan in Nicholasville. And tonight our current temperature is 51 degrees as we get near kickoff, and that's about double what it was last week at this time when we got ready to kick off here at Bryan Station for the Bryan Station Trinity game. And no chance of precipitation in the forecast, so it's going to be a great night for football, and we are looking forward to this ball game. We hope you enjoy it along with us as we bring it to you on Glycod, and we have much more to come on our pregame show, so stay with us. We'll be right back on Glycod.
Based in Jessamine County, R.J. Corman Railroad Group has been serving North America's railroad industry since 1973. Find out more by visiting rjcorman.com. For high-quality railroad service, it's R.J. Corman.
Hey folks, this is Duke Owens, General Manager here at Cartown Kia. We have new Kias arriving daily, and I have over 20 lenders that want to approve you. So come see us here at Cartown Kia or look us up online at cartownkiausa.com.
For any of your window, door, and siding needs, contact the team at Elite Building Products. Their factory-certified, licensed, and insured contractors have been installing energy-efficient windows and doors for over 30 years. They also offer energy tax credits and military veteran discounts. Locally owned and open weekdays at 242 Wilson Drive, just off of the 27 bypass. For a free estimate, call 859-887-2440. Elite Building Products.
New teen drivers are at greater risk for car crashes, particularly at night and during the first few months without adult supervision. Checkpoints is a free 1-hour educational program held monthly at the Jessamine Career and Technology Center in Nicholasville. It will help you help your teen be safer when they become a new independent driver. For more details, including program incentives and how to register, visit the Jessamine County Health Department's website at jessaminehealth.org.
Hi, I'm Glenn Downs, pharmacist and owner of the Prescription Pad in Nicholasville. We are an independent community pharmacy that provides personalized service. We offer free home delivery, medication compliance packaging, compounding, and home medical equipment. Getting your medications from us means no need to wait in line or on the phone for minutes. Visit us at 465 Keene Center Drive in the Keene Shops in Nicholasville or by phone at 859-887-2841. The Prescription Pad is dedicated to your family's health.
This edition of Coach's Comments is brought to you by The Prescription Pad, a modern pharmacy with old school values. At 465 Keene Center Drive in Nicholasville. Phone 859-887-2841 or go online to prescriptionpad.net.
Rick Reams with Glycod here talking to Coach Kendrick from Bullitt East. Coach, how are we doing today?
Doing well. How are you? Thanks for having me on.
Oh, no problem. This is an exciting time of the year. Not many teams are still playing. You're one of the few that are still in here, and kind of exciting for you. This is your first year head coaching at this school. So tell me a little bit about this season, how you expect it to go versus how it's gone.
So at the start of the year, I think we knew that we had the potential to do something special with this team. But that was a big question mark at the start of the year of what exactly that meant or what level of potential we would reach. To see our kids kind of come out and learn some early lessons and learn from both, grow as a team and come closer together to reach their goals, that's what they've done. They've grown and learned and bought into what we're trying to get them, asking them to do, and now they're reaping their rewards from it. So I'm super happy for them, super proud of them as well.
Oh, I think as you definitely should be. So let's talk. It's a long season, and I know every team has injuries, and teams are playing a little bit hurt right now. How's your team doing health-wise?
They're good. Like you said, I think everybody's a little banged up at this point. Maybe some tweaks and things like that. But part of this, getting to this point is, your mental fortitude and your physical toughness, and that's why we get later. That's why we push them to exhaustion in the summer so they can prepare themselves for this point. So now they're just going to kind of dig in and finish strong.
Absolutely. So what have you been working on with your team this week as you get ready to face Bryan Station?
Bryan Station's very physical, and I think they play very tough-nosed football. So we challenge our kids that, hey, if you want to win this game and beat this team, you're going to have to play physical and rise to that challenge and overcome it.
Yeah. So with your offense, very potent, scores a lot of points. Do you expect Bryan Station to throw anything different at you, or do you expect to come out and play hard-nosed football?
I think their base defense is designed with beating the spread in mind. So I wouldn't expect to see too many different wrinkles. Maybe they attempt to try to take away some of our weapons. But as far as really kind of getting crazy, I wouldn't expect anything too different. But I will say, just about every team we've played has thrown some kind of new wrinkle at us. I think kind of as if this doesn't work, let's do this. So, I'll be interested to see if they do anything different. But I would expect them to kind of stay in their 3-4-2 high defense and just tell them kids to go play.
Yeah. So let's talk a little bit about that with your team. Bryan Station has a pretty powerful offense themselves, good running game. Quarterback tends to scramble a lot, gets a lot of yardage through that with his feet, got some good receivers. So what is the defense? You don't have to give me any of your secrets, but what is the defense have you been working on this week to try to shut that down?
Physicality and tackling. Really, I think like you said, they've got some special athletes. Our defensive line needs to do a really good job of containing the quarterback, as you said. He's got good running feet. He can take off. But they can also, get the ball out. Their fullback and their running back are very physical. And so, that's it. We got to be able to play physical. We've got to be able to tackle in space. And we've got to be able to keep the quarterback in the pocket.
Absolutely. Well, Coach, I really appreciate your time. I know this is a busy time of the season and exciting to see your all's game against Bryan Station. The winner goes to the state tournament. That's what you've been playing for all year, to get to the finals of the state at Kroger Field. So good luck on Friday night.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
All right. Have a great day.
Based in Jessamine County, R.J. Corman Railroad Group has been serving North America's railroad industry since 1973. Find out more by visiting rjcorman.com. For high-quality railroad service, it's R.J. Corman.
Hey folks, this is Duke Owens, General Manager here at Cartown Kia. We have new Kias arriving daily, and I have over 20 lenders that want to approve you. So come see us here at Cartown Kia or look us up online at cartownkiausa.com.
For any of your window, door, and siding needs, contact the team at Elite Building Products. Their factory-certified, licensed, and insured contractors have been installing energy-efficient windows and doors for over 30 years. They also offer energy tax credits and military veteran discounts. Locally owned and open weekdays at 242 Wilson Drive, just off of the 27 bypass. For a free estimate, call 859-887-2440. Elite Building Products.
New teen drivers are at greater risk for car crashes, particularly at night and during the first few months without adult supervision. Checkpoints is a free 1-hour educational program held monthly at the Jessamine Career and Technology Center in Nicholasville. It will help you help your teen be safer when they become a new independent driver. For more details, including program incentives and how to register, visit the Jessamine County Health Department's website at jessaminehealth.org.
Hi, I'm Glenn Downs, pharmacist and owner of the Prescription Pad in Nicholasville. We are an independent community pharmacy that provides personalized service. We offer free home delivery, medication compliance packaging, compounding, and home medical equipment. Getting your medications from us means no need to wait in line or on the phone for minutes. Visit us at 465 Keene Center Drive in the Keene Shops in Nicholasville or by phone at 859-887-2841. The Prescription Pad is dedicated to your family's health.
This edition of Coach's Comments is brought to you by The Prescription Pad, a modern pharmacy with old school values. At 465 Keene Center Drive in Nicholasville. Phone 859-887-2841 or go online to prescriptionpad.net.
We're back at Bryan Station High School. Glad you've joined us on Glycod tonight for high school football 6A semifinal game between Bryan Station and Bullitt East as we're a few minutes away from kickoff tonight. I'm Keith Elkins, Rick Reams along with Todd Carter and Xander Essex on our camera tonight to bring you this ball game on a beautiful night here in Lexington. Rick, let's take a look at the keys to the ball game. Two fine football teams and two teams playing very well at this point, but let's start with Bullitt East. What do they need to do?
Yeah, I think you heard in the interview some of the things that I was asking Coach Kendrick about I think are the keys of the game. One is to contain Monday Lloyd. We saw him last week.
Yes.
Big running back, gets a lot of carries, tough to bring down, gets a lot of yards after the hit, so you got to make sure you tackle him, team tackle him, get him down. The second one I see is you got to contain the quarterback. Bryan Station's quarterback upright. He can kill you with his feet. He can get out on a scramble and go 40, 50 yards. We saw that the other night. Also had a naked bootleg, went into the end zone. So you've got to contain him. What you've got to do is keep him in the pocket. You're going to have to keep him in there. And then you're going to have to win the turnover battle. Both these teams, you know, at this time of year, it's not surprising, but Bullitt East is plus 14, Bryan Station is plus 13. Now, we saw Bryan Station make a couple mistakes last week, and that's one thing that Bullitt East needs to do. You need to tackle the ball. You need to knock at the ball. You know, that's a different game than when I grew up watching football. You never did that, but now you're really ripping at that ball. So Bryan Station is going to have to hold on because Bullitt East, whoever can get the most turnovers is definitely going to win this game.
Yeah, and something's going to have to give because, as you said, both have had excellent numbers in terms of the takeaway, giveaway ratio. Now, what about Bryan Station? You mentioned can't afford mistakes against a top-quality team, and they just about made a couple last week.
Yeah, they did.
Cost them the game.
Well, and that's what I have in here is one thing is you can't have mistakes on special teams. We were talking last week. I don't know if it's a I've never seen a punter stand as close to his line as Bryan Station does, but it almost caught him twice last week. Almost had it blocked, and on the third one, almost kicked it into his up back man. So you got to take care of that, and I'm guessing that's what they wanted to. I'm just not sure why, but can't have any mistakes on that. And then Bullitt East, man, they've got 38.9 points a game. That's a lot of points, no matter what level of football you're playing in. So Bryan Station's defense, you've got to do something to keep them from scoring that many points, because although Bryan Station's offense is powerful, you don't want to get into an offensive battle against them. And then I think the one thing for Bryan Station, we didn't see it a whole lot last week, but we know how exciting a player J.T. Haskins is. And if I'm Bryan Station, I'm going to try to get the ball to him as many times as I can, as many ways as I can, whether that's on reverse, whether that's on a flanker screen or something like that. But you've got to get him out in the field and let his speed and his elusiveness work for your advantage.
All right, we'll look for those factors in tonight's game. Tonight's keys to the game are presented by CSL Plasma. Become a plasma donor today and help save lives with 2 locations in Lexington. Coming up next on our pregame show, we'll have a conversation with Bryan Station head coach Philip Hawkins. That's coming up next. Stay with us on our pregame show on Glycod.
If you or someone you know is having thoughts of suicide or experiencing a mental health or substance abuse crisis, 988 provides connection to free confidential support. There is hope. The Lifeline works. For 24/7 confidential support, just call, text, or chat 988. For more information, including a list of local resources, visit jessamynhealth.org/wellness.
Hey folks, this is Duke Owens, General Manager here at Cartown Kia. We have new Kias arriving daily, and I have over 20 lenders that want to approve you. So come and see us here at Cartown Kia, or look us up online at cartownkiausa.com.
Glycod on YouTube is Kentuckiana's fastest growing high school sports video site. When you click to subscribe, don't forget to tap the bell and be notified of our upcoming live broadcasts and other unique video content. Subscribe for free now at youtube.com/Glycod.
Hi, I'm Glenn Downs, pharmacist and owner of the Prescription Pad in Nicholasville. We are an independent community pharmacy that provides personalized service. We offer free home delivery, medication compliance packaging, compounding, and home medical equipment. Getting your medications from us means no need to wait in line or on the phone for minutes. Visit us at 465 Keene Center Drive in the Keene Shops in Nicholasville or by phone at 859-887-2841. The Prescription Pad is dedicated to your family's health.
Donating plasma is an easy way to earn up to $600 a month as a new donor while saving lives. That's right. Every donation you make helps patients in need survive and thrive. Returning donors also see monthly bonus payouts and I Give Rewards points. Go to cslplasma.com to learn more about plasma donation. CSL Plasma. Good for you, great for life.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School Football from Glycod.
Coach, I know you've been preparing all week for Bullitt East, but if you can take one more quick back look with me to the Trinity game. Your team had to play some tremendous fundamental football to make that last drive and hold on to the football, not give them another chance to tie or take the lead. You must have been an extremely proud moment for you.
Yeah, it was very good to see that they could manage the football against such a great team and run up clock and not make mistakes and ultimately run that game out. And, you know, kids have to be very fundamentally sound to do that, especially at a high level. Mm-hmm. So we were really excited and proud of them for that. Has it been a good week of practice for you? You got the holiday in the middle of it. Yeah, it's been good. It's been a good week. You know, Thursday, our walkthrough yesterday was unbelievable. We had about 100 former players show up for our practice, and some NFL players and some great, you know, it was a great tradition here at Bryan Station. And the kids were really happy about seeing all those former players, and it seems like the kids, you know, are ready to play again tonight. Well, as you would expect, as you get closer to the finals, the competition gets better and better. This is an outstanding Bullitt East team tonight. Basically, what are the challenges in trying to beat a team like this? You know, they've got so many weapons offensively. Their quarterback, you know, can get loose at any time, and he does a good job delivering the ball to his receivers. And, you know, we've got to do a good job in our coverages and apply some pressure on him, and you know, their defense, they're gonna want to try to stop the run, and we're gonna have to do everything we can to run the ball. So you know, this will be a good game, and we think a lot of Bullitt East, and you know, we know they're a good quality football team, and you know, we're excited just to play this game. It seems like that there would be no problem at all with your kids' frame of mind. They really did what they had to do last week to beat a good Trinity team, and they've stayed, I would imagine, focused this week and doing what you need them to do. Yeah, they've been very focused, and you know, they went back to work actually Saturday morning. The whole team showed up, got a workout in, and did some running and some things, and they're ready to go, you know, less than 12 hours later. Mm-hmm. So
Tell me about the strongest part of this team, and not necessarily offense or defense or any particular position group, but what's made them such a good team? What has brought them together and allowed them to take their potential and accomplish what they wanted to accomplish?
You know, one thing that coaches and I have talked about recently is we found out that the defense and the offense really feed off of each other. You know, our defense has been so good for us, you know, since I've been here at Bryan Station. But, you know, when the defense sees the offense is physical and moving the football, it seems like, you know, when they come back in the game, they're trying to get a 3 and out so they can see the offense again. So, you know, these kids are all bought in, and they're a very close-knit group of kids, and they just like seeing each other's successes. We definitely do not have a guy that's out for himself on this roster. You know, it's all about the team with these kids.
All right. Well, thanks a lot, and good luck tonight.
It's my pleasure.
All right.
Appreciate it.
We'll be right back on Glycod.
Plasma is an easy way to earn up to $600 a month as a new donor while saving lives. That's right. Every donation you make helps patients in need survive and thrive. Returning donors also see monthly bonus payouts and I Give Rewards points. Go to cslplasma.com to learn more about plasma donation. CSL Plasma. Good for you, great for life.
Proudly based in Jessamine County, R.J. Corman Railroad Group has been serving North America's railroad industry since 1973. Find out more by visiting rjcorman.com. For high-quality railroad service, it's R.J. Corman.
I believe in Kentucky.
I believe in Kentucky.
I believe in small-town values.
And Mom and Dad and the things they handed down.
I believe some of the best people in the world are farmers.
I believe in insurance that protects families, homes, and cars.
I believe in always finding a way to do what you love.
I am Kentucky.
I am Kentucky.
I am Kentucky.
New teen drivers are at greater risk for car crashes, particularly at night and during the first few months without adult supervision. Checkpoints is a free 1-hour educational program held monthly at the Jessamine Career and Technology Center in Nicholasville. It will help you help your teen be safer when they become a new independent driver. For more details, including program incentives and how to register, visit the Jessamine County Health Department's website at jessaminehealth.org.
Hi, I'm Glenn Downs, pharmacist and owner of the Prescription Pad in Nicholasville. We are an independent community pharmacy that provides personalized service. We offer free home delivery, medication compliance packaging, compounding, and home medical equipment. Getting your medications from us means no need to wait in line or on the phone for minutes. Visit us at 465 Keene Center Drive in the Keene Shops in Nicholasville or by phone at 859-887-2841. The Prescription Pad is dedicated to your family's health.
Hey folks, this is Duke Owens, General Manager here at Cartown Kia. We have new Kias arriving daily, and I have over 20 lenders that want to approve you. So come and see us here at Cartown Kia or look us up online at cartownkiausa.com.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School Football from Glycod.
For any of your window, door, and siding needs, contact the team at Elite Building Products. Their factory-certified, licensed, and insured contractors have been installing energy-efficient windows and doors for over 30 years. They also offer energy tax credits and military veteran discounts. Locally owned and open weekdays at 242 Wilson Drive, just off of the 27 bypass. For a free estimate, call 859-887-2440. Elite Building Products.
If you or someone you know is having thoughts of suicide or experiencing a mental health or substance abuse crisis, 988 provides connection to free confidential support. There is hope. The Lifeline works. For 24/7 confidential support, just call, text, or chat 988. For more information, including a list of local resources, visit jessaminehealth.org/wellness.
Research has shown high school sports to be a great community influence. Join scores of local businesses that have partnered with Glycod in sponsoring live, hometown-oriented sports programming on our video and social media platforms. For more information, email info@glycod.com.
Donating plasma is an easy way to earn up to $600 a month as a new donor while saving lives. That's right. Every donation you make helps patients in need survive and thrive. Returning donors also see monthly bonus payouts and I Give Rewards points. Go to cslplasma.com to learn more about plasma donation. CSL Plasma. Good for you, great for life.
I believe in Kentucky.
I believe in Kentucky.
I believe in small town values.
And Mom and Dad and the things they handed down.
I believe some of the best people in the world are farmers.
I believe in insurance that protects families, homes, and cars.
I believe in always finding a way to do what you love.
I am Kentucky.
I am Kentucky.
I am Kentucky.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School Football from Glycod.
Back at Bryan Station High School, just a few minutes away from kickoff. And, Rick, we've touched on these storylines a couple of times here in our pregame. Let's elaborate a little bit on some of the underlying stories behind this big game tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. I think there's about three that really stick out to me, and that's that both of these teams are on a long winning streak. We talked about that. Bullitt East, is at a 12 game. Bryan Station at a 10 game. I mean, one of those continues, one of those has to end tonight. Both of these schools are looking to get back to the state finals for the first time in a very long time. Bullitt East was in the 4A final in 2008. Bryan Station has not made it since 1999, a long time there. We kind of both discussed this also. These coaches, the early success there at the programs, with Coach Kendrick being his first year at Bullitt East and Coach Hawkins his third year at Bryan Station. And I tell you one thing that's really neat to me, Keith, is first of all, huge crowd here from Bullitt East, brought a lot of fans with them. See a lot of old Bryan Station letter jackets here. A lot of their lettermen. Saw the McKinley family here, close friends of mine. Their boys are here tonight. They both played here. Dad was the booster president, so bringing a lot of players back. And Bullitt East did the same thing as Bryan Station. They had their former players come out, the day after Thanksgiving. I think it's a great thing. Great to see these fans excited, but there's some big storylines tonight.
And tonight's storylines are brought to you by Kentucky Farm Bureau agents Sean Atkinson and Kyle Rowe. We'll be back with the start of the ball game in just a moment on Glycod.
Folks, this is Duke Owens, General Manager here at Cartown Kia. We have new Kias arriving daily, and I have over 20 lenders that want to approve you. So come see us here at Cartown Kia or look us up online at cartownkiausa.com.
Hi, I'm Glenn Downs, pharmacist and owner of the Prescription Pad in Nicholasville. We are an independent community pharmacy that provides personalized service. We offer free home delivery, medication compliance packaging, compounding, and home medical equipment. Getting your medications from us means no need to wait in line or on the phone for minutes. Visit us at 465 Keene Center Drive in the Keene Shops in Nicholasville or by phone at 859-887-2841. The Prescription Pad is dedicated to your family's health.
Proudly based in Jessamine County, R.J. Corman Railroad Group has been serving North America's railroad industry since 1973. Find out more by visiting rjcorman.com. For high-quality railroad service, it's R.J. Corman.
From Glycod, it's R.J. Corman's Central Kentucky High School Football. R.J. Corman Railroad Group in Nicholasville, serving the railroad industry since 1973. Tonight's game is also brought to you by Kentucky Farm Bureau insurance agents Sean Atkinson and Kyle Rowe, big on commitment. Cartown Kia in Nicholasville, movement that inspires. The Jessamine County Health Department, jessaminehealth.org. The Prescription Pad, your local pharmacy in Nicholasville. Elite Building Products for all your window, door, and siding needs. CHI St. Joseph Jessamine and Citizens National Bank. Now to the field for all the action from Glycod on R.J. Corman's Central Kentucky High School Football.
Just about set for action here at Bryan Station. Glad you joined us tonight on Glycon. Just a perfect night for football here in the late fall, and a lot at stake tonight as the 6A semifinal game between Bryan Station and Bullitt East is just about set to get underway. Jack Tonelli will tee it up for the Chargers. They're in the white with the red numerals. Bryan Station in the green home uniforms with the gold numerals and the gold helmets. Crowd alive on both sides, and here's the kick. It is a short one. Going to be taken by one of the up men, and breaks away down the sideline and across midfield into Bullitt's East territory at the 35, 30, 25, 20, 10, 5, and into the end zone. But there is a flag.
All the way back at the 30-yard line. The head official called that flag. Saw it early, and I tell you what, just a dagger there. That was the JT Haskins effect there, though, Keith. They do not want to kick to him. Kicked it to one of the up backs. He made it all the way back. I've watched football too long not to look for a flag on plays like that, and spotted it pretty quickly that Bryan Station is going to have to go for a long field here.
Well, you heard the announcement from the official. Personal foul on each team. Yeah. And so offsetting, and we will re-kick. Well, we had a lot of excitement to start the game.
Yeah.
But
so we're just going to rewind it, and we're going to act like it never happened. So
and we will start again.
So, yeah, they called a illegal blindside block on Bryan Station, then a face mask on Bullitt East. So, you know, you just kind of you go back and you re-kick it. It's going to be interesting to see if they kick it the same way or if they're going to kick it the other way, how exactly they're going to go after it. But what a huge interesting turn of events to start this 6A semifinal game. Keith, I was getting ready to say that, you know, now you get all the jitters, all the nerves are out of there, but you got to do it again. So.
You got to do it again. So we start again. Damon Green with some excitement for us on the first play of the game, but now the penalties have resulted in a re-kick. And so we're getting set for that now. So we'll try again to get this one underway. And Tonelli approaches the ball. This one's on the ground this time. And batted around and then picked up. And again, a good gain. JT Haskins this time.
He fumbled
and
that
a fumble on
the
tackle. And we'll see if that's going to be a loose ball and recovered by Bullitt East. No, Bryan Station's got it back. Bryan Station's got it back, so they will get started. Well, we're having a couple of stumbles here at the start, Rick, but we'll see if they can gain their composure, and both teams, that is, and see if they can get going.
Well, I think Bryan Station must have seen something on the film because they moved JT Haskins up there to get that punt, that kickoff was what you wanted. But, boy, that could have been a huge play had he lost that fumble.
Ready to go now for the Bryan Station offense. Trenton Cutright at the helm. Capable of making a lot of big plays. And here's the handoff. And Jeremiah Mundy Lloyd. He had 31 carries, 116 yards against Trinity, Rick, and he was a real force back there.
Yeah, and you're going to see, you know, they may have a lot of success early stopping him, but as this game gets further and further along, it's with Trinity. On that last drive, they just could not stop him. They were flat worn out.
So no score here in the early going. A lot of action so far, but now Bryan Station on their first drive. He straightens up and throws. Haskins makes the catch, but they're right there waiting for him. They know that JT Haskins is a big threat anytime, and plenty of white shirts there to greet him.
Yeah, one of our keys to the game was get the ball to him, and Bullitt East knew that was a key to the game also, so they want to control him the best they can. So Station's going to start with a first series, 3rd and long. What you don't want to do is if you're Station, you do not want to go 3 and out.
For 3rd and 8, here's the snap to Cutright. He is looking now, having to scramble. He can go with it, and he does, and he's across the 40, 35-yard line and trying to stay in bounds. He's finally ridden out of bounds at about the 28-yard line.
That's another thing we talked about. With his feet, he can do so much. He's also got a good arm, but in that sense, he didn't have to use it there. Just took his time, saw containment break, and made a first down there.
So the defenders in business at the 28-yard line in Bullitt East territory. Here's the snap to Cutright. He gives it off to Monday Lloyd. Monday Lloyd, not a whole lot there for him that time, but he's a tough one to contend with.
He is. You know, he's so big. It didn't look like much, but he ended up getting about 5 yards on that play. So it's just one of those things, like I say, Bullitt East has got to find a way to keep him contained, try to get him behind the line of scrimmage if they can.
2nd and 6 now at the 24-yard line for Bryan Station, trying to get on the board first in this 6A semifinal. Here's the snap to Cutright, and there is Monday Lloyd around the right end. He's going to go all the way in for the touchdown. 24-yard touchdown run for Jeremiah Monday Lloyd, and he found the going pretty easy that time, Rick, once he broke outside.
Yeah, he broke through there and was able to just find a seam and made it right into the end zone. And, you know, I was looking at my paper where I wrote down contain Monday Lloyd. It's easier to write it down than it is to do it. And, you know, Coach Kendrick talked to his team about that. But it's a different animal when you see him out here. But, boy, Bryan Station, after having a touchdown called back by a penalty, goes all the way down the field and scores their first possession.
And Gentry will try to get the extra point on the board. 6-0 Bryan Station. Kick is away, and it is good. And the extra point by Zach Gentry puts the defenders in front by a score of 7-0 with 9:39 to go in the first quarter. And we will take a break right here and be back with more football action from Bryan Station High School here on Glycod.
I believe in Kentucky.
I believe in Kentucky.
I believe in small town values.
And mom and dad and the things they handed down.
I believe some of the best people in the world are farmers.
I believe in insurance that protects families, homes, and cars.
I believe in always finding a way to do what you love.
I am Kentucky.
I am Kentucky.
I am Kentucky.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School Football from Glycod.
Bryan Station with the early lead here at 7-0 with 9:39 to go, and we are ready to go with Bullitt East now on the kickoff return and back up across the 35-yard line. Ryan Rahill.
You know, Keith, one thing we didn't get to mention is this game has both coaches were the Kentucky State High School Coaches of the Year in their sections, and two of the players are going to see Travis Egan, quarterback for Bullitt East, and then J.T. Haskins for Bryan Station. So you would expect the best players and best coaches to still be coaching, and that's the case tonight.
Absolutely. Semifinal game, and these teams have all the credentials to be here. Ready to go from the 33. And the snap and the toss outside, and that one is dropped.
That's again, I think a lot of this is just kind of first series jitters. They'll come back and be able to run that play, but Travis Egan's known for his arm and his leg. With 2,402 yards passing, leads the state for the 6A, 174 for 277 yards, 27 touchdowns.
A lot of great numbers for Egan, a Mr. Football candidate in Kentucky. Takes off up the middle and up to the 40-yard line.
He's got a offer from Kentucky Wesleyan. I wouldn't be surprised to see maybe a little more coming in. Weren't sure if he's going to play. Had a little concussion in the last game, but Coach says it's just a stinger.
Quick snap on the third down play. Again, straight ahead. He's got the first down.
Mason Gauthier,
yeah. He's a workhorse for Bullitt East, 485 carries, over 3,000 yards in his career. So Egan will look to him to get some tough yardage as well.
Yeah, he's a little guy, but boy, he runs hard and runs over people.
Here's the snap and the toss outside again. And the tackle made after the receiver went up across the 45, 46-yard line.
Bullitt East, I think they like this pace of the game, taking a little bit of time, but also getting up the line, calling the play. So they want to come back with an answer after Bryan Station scored on their first possession.
Yeah, Javon Frazier with the stop for the defenders. About 8.5 minutes to go in the first quarter. 7-0. Bryan Station on top here with the early lead. Here's the snap. And again, it is Gauthier, and he may go all the way. Nope, he's brought down from behind, down near the 10-yard line, inside the 10. And Gauthier has really shown us why he has piled up so many rushing yards here in the very early going. He's a big weapon.
And the tackle there was by J.T. Haskins. Showed a lot of speed, but boy, huge hole there.
Now lining up quickly is Bullitt East. And straight ahead, Gauthier again. Short yardage that time. So a second down play coming.
Yeah, Bryan Station would really like to hold this to at least a field goal attempt if they could. Keep them off the field. But, boy, a good drive here by Bullitt East to start their game.
So a couple of receivers out to the left for Egan under the 7.5-minute mark now as he gets set to take the snap. Here it is, and it's a handoff to Gauthier, and he is in for the touchdown, and Bullitt East answers quickly with the touchdown. A 4-yard run for Mason Gauthier, and he has brought the Chargers back to within 1.
Yeah, and I tell you what, it's just a great answer, and you're seeing both teams flex their best players out there, good running backs on both ways, and both were able to get big runs and then go ahead and put the ball in the end zone.
Ready to go for the extra point, and it is on the way and good by Colin Elder, who handles the field goals and PATs for Bullitt East. And we are at 7:19 to go in the first quarter. The score, Bullitt East 7, Bryan Station 7. Quick start here tonight. We'll be right back on Glycod.
Based in Jessamine County, R.J. Corman Railroad Group has been serving North America's railroad industry since 1973. Find out more by visiting rjcorman.com. For high-quality railroad service, it's R.J. Corman.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School Football from Glycod.
Welcome back to Bryan Station High School here. Tie score 7-7. Everything we thought it would be, Keith. You know, semifinal game, great teams, offense, defense is going to have to catch up a little bit.
So both teams on the board, 7-7 the score. Here's the kick from Tonelli, and Bennett has it back at the 10 to the 15 and ahead to the 20-yard line, and then down there by Ubehi Bennett for Bryan Station, 5'10", 185, and that's where the defenders will start.
Yeah, you know, it's always interesting to me how I know kickoffs can happen, kickoff teams, mistakes can happen, but they were so much better coverage there than when they tried the short kick. So I think sometimes that gives your players time to get down the field to make those tackles.
So the defenders from their own 22 in a tie ball game now as Cutright looks toward the sideline. Takes the snap now and hands off. There is Mundy again. Jeremiah Lloyd Mundy. Mundy Lloyd, rather.
Yeah, they've good. He right now has 4 carries, about 34 yards. And, of course, the big one by Trenton Cutright, 1 carry for 23 yards.
Yeah. Mundy Lloyd, a lot of impressive numbers in his career, and he sure carried the load against Trinity. Of course, a lot of players played well against Trinity. A great team effort, a team victory for Bryan Station last week, and a tough game against a tough opponent. Here's the snap and a quick toss outside to Haskins. Haskins makes a move and can't get away, though. He's finally pushed out of bounds over at the Bryan Station sideline, short of the 40-yard line.
Yeah, second time they've kind of thrown him out there on the flanker screen out there. Wouldn't be surprised to see him kind of get in the middle of the field here in just a little bit. But another big third down. Last time they had this big scramble for cut right, so they've got to watch that he doesn't do that again for another first down.
It's short of the 30-yard line. It's at about the 28-yard line now, 29. Third down and 3 for the Bryan Station defenders. Bullitt East, a tough defensive club. Here's the snap, straight ahead. Not a lot there. It's, once again, Jeremiah Monday Lloyd.
Yeah, fourth down there. They did a great job there just containing him. That's what you want to do is if you can get a hand on him, hold him up. Now, right now, Bryan Station's got to make a big decision. This is a very, very, very close area if you're going to try to I'm not surprised they're going to punt the ball. I think that's a wise call.
Yeah, you're inviting some trouble there this early in the ball game. The punter is the quarterback cut right, and of course he can make some things happen, but right here, probably what he wants to make happen is a punt.
Yeah, so won't have any mistakes.
Timeout is called by Bryan Station as they want to get things straight before this fourth down play. 4th and 1, but it's at their own 31-yard line, and
I think they've changed their mind, Keith.
Well, let's see.
Looks like they're going to go ahead. Looks like their kicking team came off. Their offensive team came on. I think this is one of those where if you're a coach, you call your players in and you say, can you get this? You tell me, can you get this? If you get this, I've got the confidence for you to go after it. If you can't get it, tell us and we'll punt it. And I think that's a discussion they're having right now, which I think is impressive. And if you're Bullitt East, you're thinking, man, if they do go for it and we get a stop here, momentum can totally shift in our direction. So both teams, both coaches are having to make big decisions here on how they're going to play this 4th and 1.
And, of course, you expect teams to compete very hard if they're at this level of play in this type of game, but we're seeing that so far. Every play seems like a big play as far as how they're approaching it.
Exactly. And right now, Bryan Station's made the decision. I mean, they're going to put the ball, I wouldn't be surprised, in the hands of Monday Lloyd and see what they can do.
Here we go. 4th down. And movement in the offense, and so that's going to make the decision a no decision now.
Yeah. You know, and with Monday Lloyd, twice last week, Keith, if you'll remember, Bryan Station's offense drew Trinity on an offsides to get 2 big first downs.
Yeah.
And I think that's what they're trying there, but it also they were going to just have Cutright just go right up the middle on a quarterback sneak. But, boy, what a big mistake back there. Just, again, you get so excited. You want to get in there and push your quarterback forward, and now you have to punt.
So, way back on the 15-yard line. Here's the snap, and in the air it goes, and signal for a fair catch, and the ball is dropped, but let's see who's got it.
Looked like he was able to get back control. Cameron Bogan looked like he came up and just kind of dropped it a little bit, but he fell right back down on it.
Yeah,
so.
Brogan was coming forward as he was trying to make the fair catch.
Yeah.
Of course, anytime you're anything other than stationary, a fair catch becomes kind of an adventure, doesn't it?
Absolutely. Especially, and we noticed this last week, Cutright, his ball spins backwards. And so that's going to be a little bit different for these players also, trying to catch that punt. But, a huge stop there by Bullitt East defense. Now Bryan Station, they're going to have to step up and make a stop too.
Well, an impressive drive for Bullitt East for the tying touchdown, coming up on the 5-minute mark of the first quarter. Egan takes it, straightens up and throws over the middle, but that is incomplete, could not connect.
Yeah, just a
looked like Brogan.
Yeah, quick slant right there. He was open, just didn't make the catch. The one thing I noticed on that play, though, was he had a man deeper running a post that was wide open. So something to watch a little bit later if the coaches up here were able to see that.
2nd and 10 from the 50-yard line, right at midfield for Bullitt East. Egan takes a snap, hands to Gauthier, straight ahead. Good for the first down, inside the 40, down to about the 37-yard line.
Yeah,
Mason Gauthier.
Yeah, if you're Bryan Station, you're going to have to focus on him because it's rather apparent they're going to give him the ball, and we can see why now. Just an outstanding running back, like you said, with his career stats, unbelievable.
All right, 1st and 10 now from the 38-yard line, and
Bryan Station
once
made
again,
a mistake again.
Flags fly, yeah.
Yeah, he jumped offsides, took that hard count, and went ahead and made that move, and gives Bullitt East a 1st and 5, which really opens up your playbook here.
Yeah, we've mentioned Mason Gauthier, and he is listed at 5'8" and 155. Of course, that's not a big man at all, but as they used to say, a lot of low center of gravity, and he's very, very quick. Here's the snap, and straight ahead, it is Egan, and Egan down across the 30-yard line.
That's the advantage there of having such a powerful running back is you fake the ball to him, everyone's keyed on him, and then your quarterback can go in, he can go in for the first down.
Yeah. Haskins with the stop, and now once again, Bullitt East moving that football. A couple of Bryan Station mistakes on this drive. Here is Gauthier around the left end, and Haskins there to greet him.
Yeah, just, he got a lot of yardage before he came upon any Bryan Station defensive players of the defenders. So right now, a good drive again by Bullitt East. Bryan Station is going to have to figure something out to stop this running game.
They are at the 19-yard line now. Man in motion to the left, and whistles blow.
You had 2 men in motion, I think.
Yeah. Comes with 3:46 to go first quarter. 7-7 the score. A good start to this ball game. As we said, a lot of competitive play, but we've seen a little bit of jumpiness, figuratively and literally, in this first quarter, so a few mistakes. But dead even on the scoreboard. Here's a snap. Egan looks. Now he's going to take off with it, and they drag him down near the line of scrimmage. He might have picked up a yard or two.
Yeah, good tackle there by Devon Frazier, who we talked a lot about last week with his twin brother, had a fumble recovery last week. So that makes it 3rd and long, but they did a great job of keeping him in the pocket, not letting him scramble for a lot of yards.
Yeah, Cole Essenbach also in on the, Colton Essenbach in on the tackle there for Bryan Station. And now a 3rd and 9 situation faced by Bullitt East. The snap. He looks out to the right side, got his man, and it's Gauthier, and he heads for the marker, and I believe he made it.
Yeah, just kind of flared him out there, was wide open out there, and with his speed and his elusiveness, was able to get to the first down marker. Ran right towards the stick.
Yeah.
So he knew exactly where to go.
Yeah, he had the marker right there in front of him. Moving quickly, it is Gauthier again. A little cut to the left this time, and they're inside the 10-yard line near the 5.
Yeah, he's averaging right now in the game over 12.5 yards a carry. So he has 6 attempts for 75 yards. So really, really having a great night.
Now a pass into the end zone, and a flag goes down.
That's one that's easy to call.
Yeah, right in front of the official. Nolan Davenport, the intended receiver. Jaden Shigog was the defender on that play.
Yeah, we appreciate WL Stats and Kenny Bourne for
yes.
getting us live stats on my phone, so able to keep up with it. Usually can get it around the halftime and stuff like that, but tonight we'll be able to have them. Gauthier, as we talked about, 7 rushes, 82 yards.
82 yards.
Already in the first
Big
quarter.
First quarter. They're going to have to come up with an answer, aren't they?
Yes.
Now Egan straightens up. Part of a distinguished football family at Bullitt East. Travis Egan. Again, he looks toward the sideline. Now he's set, and he turns, keeps it. Now again throws to the left side, and this time he's got his man, and there's a touchdown.
Boy, really good catch there. Took a big hit, held on to the ball for the touchdown.
Isaiah Hare on the catch for the Chargers, and they take the lead, a 13-7 lead.
You know, this may be Coach Kendrick's first year head coaching, but he's been the offensive coordinator, so they've kept that cohesiveness. So this team knows his offense didn't have to learn anything new, and you can tell it makes a difference.
So here's the try for the extra point, and again, Elder hits it up there, and it is good for the 14th point of the night for Bullitt East, and they lead it now by a score of 14-7 with 2:15 to go in the first quarter of play. We'll take a break, be back with more football here on Glycon.
I believe in Kentucky.
I believe in Kentucky.
I believe in small town values.
And mom and dad and the things they handed down.
I believe some of the best people in the world are farmers.
I believe in insurance that protects families, homes, and cars.
I believe in always finding a way to do what you love.
I am Kentucky.
I am Kentucky.
I am Kentucky.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School Football from Glycod.
Back at Bryan Station High School, glad you joined us on Glycod tonight. Bullitt East with a 14-7 lead over the host defenders. 2:15 to go in the first quarter as a kickoff sails high and deep and then is dropped down there. Comes up to the 10, the 15, outside to the 20, and breaks it near midfield. He may go all the way. It is Haskins heading for that left corner of the end zone. Are they going to catch him? 10, 5, touchdown.
Great play there. Tell you what, there's no flags on the field, so just a huge run back for Bryan Station. Very impressive.
Well, we've seen it happen before a few times where if the kickoff return man drops that ball, then people get out of their lanes and it can change the coverage. And
it really
got an explosive runner, it can really make the difference.
Because, at first I was going to say that it was going to kind of throw off Bryan Station, but, boy, no, it didn't.
Now the kick. Gentry puts it through, and we are tied just like that.
Well, that didn't take very long.
157.
Just a huge turnaround there for Bryan Station. So just a great kickoff return there. Again, you know, I talked about it earlier. The first couple times they kicked it short. The last one they kicked long and was able to stop him. But, boy, this one, even though that it was a 54-yard, actually a 94-yard for it was Damon Green. Who had that. Boy, I tell you what, and just like you said, dropped that ball, but, boy, he kept his head about him, went ahead and picked it up, found his blockers, and once he got outside here about the 30-yard line, he made one cut back and made it all the way to the far corner of the end zone. And
well, I thought I saw a 3. It was a 9.
Yeah,
it was
exactly.
Green, and they both have had plenty of yardage through the years, but let's give Damon Green full credit for that kickoff return.
Absolutely.
And into the end zone for the touchdown, and we're all even.
Now Bryan Station gets to go back on defense, see if they can make a stop this time.
And we are underway again. And Brogan with the return, and he is across the 20 to the 25-yard line.
You know, you heard Coach Hawkins talk about that his defense always gets excited once they get a 3 and out for their offense, see them come out on the field, and I'm sure they reminded them of that fact right now that they need to get a stop here, try to make a big play, make a turnover, get a turnover, and get that ball back.
So on the 25, that's where Bullitt East will start, and they now find themselves even again. Boy, they've been really effective on offense. Let's see what they do with this drive. Nearly everybody out to the left. Here's a quick toss to one of them, and that is Davenport that made the catch, run out of bounds. Short gain for him.
Yeah, like you said, they had 4 or 5 receivers, so they just dropped him back behind his blockers back there, almost like throwing a screen pass with your offensive lineman there. This time you had all your receivers out there to block for you.
And the snap and a quick toss again this time by Egan.
Ball.
And a loose ball. Let's see who's going to claim that one.
Looks like Bullitt East came on it.
Forced by number 25.
Wow.
At the E31.
Big hit there.
Yeah. So Bullitt East has it back.
88 at the
Hoover with the recovery. Now looking for room around the left side. And Gauthier this time is caught and stopped at the 30-yard line.
Great job there by Bryan Station. Just string that play out. We talked about it last week. String it all the way out. Use the sideline to your advantage. So you have 4th and long here.
Final minute of the first quarter. And a quick kick. They get it away. And that's going to take a favorable Bullitt East bounce.
So Egan does a little bit of everything.
Yeah, he got it away.
Nice
now he is the
kick.
punter, but that had the quick kick appearance to it. Yes. And so he was able to get that ball downfield a good distance. And now the defenders, with 36.3 left in the first quarter, will take over.
So now their defense did their job.
Yeah.
And now if the defense wants to come back on and watch the offense, this is the time to do it. 58-yard punt.
Wow. Defenders ready to go. And the snap, and straight ahead is Monday Lloyd again.
Yeah, they'll keep on going to him. You know, they're going to be trying to run some fakes off of him, but right now you're trying to wear down this defense, and that's what you can do with Monday Lloyd, that big body. It takes a lot out of you to make those tackles.
About the 15.
Looks like they're going to let the clock run out and
Yeah.
go to the second quarter.
Go to the final seconds of the first quarter, and we will come to the end of the first quarter. And there it is. And the score at the end of one is Bullitt East 14, Bryan Station 14. And we'll take a break right here and come back with second quarter action in just a moment on Glycod.
Plasma is an easy way to earn up to $600 a month as a new donor while saving lives. That's right. Every donation you make helps patients in need survive and thrive. Returning donors also see monthly bonus payouts and I Give Rewards points. Go to cslplasma.com to learn more about plasma donation. CSL Plasma. Good for you, great for life.
New teen drivers are at greater risk for car crashes, particularly at night and during the first few months without adult supervision. Checkpoints is a free 1-hour educational program held monthly at the Jessamine Career and Technology Center in Nicholasville. It will help you help your teen be safer when they become a new independent driver. For more details, including program incentives and how to register, visit the Jessamine County Health Department's website at jessaminehealth.org.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School Football from Glycod.
Back at Bryan Station High School, getting ready for second quarter action. Keith Elkins along with Rick Reams. Our producer is Todd Carter. Xander Essex, our camera operator tonight. Glad you've joined us here on Glycod. Good ball game as we expected. Maybe got to this score a little unexpectedly in terms of how we arrived at it, but we are dead even in the second quarter. Cutright takes it and hands it off to Jeremiah Monday Lloyd.
Yeah, as you said, with this score being tied, if you look at the stats from the first quarter, you'd think Bullitt East should be way up. They have a total offense 118 to 65 yards for Bryan Station.
Wow.
But if you have the right yardage,
Yes,
that's all you need.
right.
And that's a 94-yard kickoff
You got to
return.
be in the right place. So first down yardage that time for Jeremiah Monday Lloyd. At the 28-yard line. Cutright has it and hands it off, and that's Frazier.
Yeah, you saw him on defense, making some big plays, and they'll give him the ball. Another big guy, hard guy to bring down, and that's what you want to do is, again, try to wear this Bullitt East defense down as much as you can towards the end of the game.
Ryan Rahill among the Chargers on the stop. Ready to go now on 2nd and 8 for Bryan Station. The snap, and it is caught. The pass caught by Haskins, and he makes a man miss, gets up to midfield and beyond, and he is in Bullitt East territory near the 45-yard line. He can make it happen in a hurry.
Yeah, that's where you saw, he came down about 8 steps and they thought he was going to go for a go, turned and made a nice catch there and a nice run afterwards.
So 1st and 10 defenders. Trying to break a 14-14 tie. Here is Cutright, looking and firing over the middle. Got his man. Haskins with the catch. Down inside the 30 to about the 26-yard line. That was a good-looking play. A nice drop back, a nice strong throw, and a good catch.
Yeah, it's just a straight drop back. Waited for Haskins to make his break, threw the ball right on the target. And I tell you what, that's what we're seeing. We didn't see J.T. Haskins as much last week, and I figured we'd see him a lot more tonight.
So inside the 30. Now Cutright takes it. Hands it off to Jeremiah Mundy Lloyd, but they were waiting for him that time.
Yeah, he had a great defense, moved over to that side, had a bunch of tacklers over there just waiting for him, able to push him back for no gain.
So back to a 2nd and 10 for Bryan Station. Again from the Bullitt East 28-yard line.
Bryan Station is never in a hurry.
Cutright takes it and looks and throws for the right side, floats it out there, got a man, and he makes the catch.
Boy, that was a great job because that ball was thrown to his outside shoulder, and that was Jamin Green again. I tell you what, a big, big game. But watched that all the way in, was able to hold it, get his feet inbounds for a huge first down for Station.
Nice throw, nice catch out there by Damon Green. And he's played a big role in this first half, hasn't he?
Absolutely. Just done a great job on the kickoff and then on that one.
At about the 7-yard line now. Here's the snap, and it is Mundy Lloyd straight ahead, and he won't be stopped. He is into the end zone for a touchdown. That comes with 9:14 to go, and Bryan Station has moved into a 6-point lead.
Yeah, Mundy Lloyd there just kind of was able to get low and was just able to get through that hole, score his 2nd touchdown of the night. Just an impressive drive for Bryan Station there to start the 2nd quarter. Took almost 3 minutes off the clock.
And now Gentry again, and he puts it through again, and it's 21-14, and Bryan Station is on top now with 9:14 to go in the 2nd quarter. We'll take a break, and you don't want to miss anything, so stay with us. We'll be right back on Glycod.
For any of your window, door, and siding needs, contact the team at Elite Building Products. Their factory-certified, licensed, and insured contractors have been installing energy-efficient windows and doors for over 30 years. They also offer energy tax credits and military veteran discounts. Locally owned and open weekdays at 242 Wilson Drive, just off of the 27 bypass. For a free estimate, call 859-887-2440. Elite Building Products.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School Football from Glycod.
Back at Bryan Station, and the defenders have taken a lead of 21-14 with 9:14 to go. 2nd quarter, they will kick it off, and there is the kick now, and it'll be returned. That is Brogan. He gets some room and comes up the middle of the field, across the 30-yard line and about up to the 35. So a quick start, good field position for Bullitt East.
Yeah, they're going to start with a good field position, see how their offense can do. On the night, Trenton Cutright for Bryan Station, their quarterback, 5 for 5 for 68 yards. Just having a big semifinal tonight. The pressure's not too good, big for him.
Yeah.
And Jeremiah Monday Lloyd, 9 rushes, 56 yards, 2 touchdowns, 6.2 yards a carry. And that's what he does. He just kind of chews up the yardage.
This is how they've gotten to this point. I mean, they have other weapons as well, of course, and we've seen some of them, but Damon Green in particular. But they do have that game with Monday Lloyd and then with Cutright. Here is Gauthier, and they've got an answer for him this time.
Yeah, a host of tacklers there. And, the defense, at least on that run, saw something, was able to stay in there. Going to make Bullitt East do something a little bit different than that run right there.
Oh, second down, very little gain on that first one. Egan straightens up and throws, and that one is incomplete. Frazier with the defense. Yeah. It is Devon Frazier. We have to be specific. So now it's a third down play, and third and about 10, a little 9+ anyway.
Yeah, this Bryan Station defense has really kind of bucked up and done a great job in the last couple series.
Yeah, and the crowd is into it here. Here is the snap. Egan throws across the middle, and
I believe
was that picked off? Or
I think it was Jamin Green.
Yeah.
Sure looked like he did. The officials look like they're getting ready to spot the ball. Yep, it is.
It is. It is an interception.
Wow.
Damon Green. Well, what else can Damon Green do in this game? But he's got an interception now, and that comes with 8:38 to go in the second quarter.
Yeah, on that one, as a quarterback, Egan's got to do a better job of not looking at his receiver the whole time. From the time the ball was snapped, he looked there, and just a great play. As we said, he's done everything else tonight. But Damon Green, what a great play. Caught that ball off his shoestrings. Would love to see the replay official talk about that one. But from our standpoint, it looked like a clean interception.
All right, at the 45 now as Bryan Station gets started. As Jeremiah Monday Lloyd, it takes several to bring him down, but they do stop him this time, so little if any gain.
Yeah, I gave him just the forward progress, maybe a half a yard or so. But again, all these runs are going to have dividends in the fourth period.
Bryan Station with the lead and the ball as they check out the sideline. Excellent crowd tonight. A lot of representation from Bullitt East, as you would expect, too. Here's the snap. And it is Monday Lloyd again, looking for some room out to the right side this time, and stopped short of the 40.
This is a huge pivotal play for this Bullitt East defense to get a stop. I would say with this field position, I wouldn't be surprised if Bryan Station has 4 downs to go here, but Bullitt East would like to come up with a turnover on their own, since now they're even with Bryan. Well, actually, Bryan Station's taking the lead in the turnover department.
So a third down play coming, and about 6 or so to go. Cutright under center. And looking, he's in trouble back there. Trying to scramble, and no room to go anywhere.
That was a huge play there. They tried to, Cutright tried to get low, fake that handoff, and get out to the outside. But, boy, Bullitt East was staying right there at home. And I don't think you have any choice but to punt the ball right here. That's a long 4th and long.
Yeah. These two teams capable of big plays on offense and defense, and we've seen a lot of that so far as the clock runs with 6:45 to go in the second quarter.
Yeah, a lot of credit to Bullitt East defense, the coordinator. They just kind of toughened up there, made a stop after the turnover.
Bryan Station, it appears, getting ready to punt it away from the defender 40 and taking a couple of steps forward as Cutright. Low trajectory on the punt. That takes a nice Bryan Station bounce, though, inside the 10 and close to the 5-yard line, inside the 5. That's where the defenders will put it down, so it'll be a long way to go for Bullitt East when they take over here, trailing by 7.
6 minutes, 17 seconds to go. Bullitt East, they're going to get the ball back to start the second half. I think they deferred in the first half. So what you want to do here is get a nice long drive, put the ball in the end zone with not much time left on the clock, and then you're going to be able to get the ball back at the start of the second half. If you're Bryan Station's defense, though, boy, you can pin your ears back here because you've got them back where you want them.
So this time a long way to go for the Chargers.
We've seen two great punts, 58 yards and 44 yards.
Yeah, how about that? Talk about flipping the field.
Yes.
Travis Egan missed a good portion of last week's playoff game. Coach described it as a stinger, but he has been in there tonight. And here is the snap, and straight ahead. Not much there.
Good job by Bryan Station defense there.
Got the A again.
Yeah, was able to get in there and make a big tackle there. Great job for Bryan Station. They're really putting a lot of pressure. It's loss of 3. They can't go much further back. They're on the 2-yard line.
So from the 2. Crowd goes quiet here, waiting the big play from Bullitt East. As
Coach Kendrick is over there calling the play.
Now the snap and the quick throw out to the right side. And Brogan takes it, trying to work his way upfield, but not much there for him. Got a little bit of room.
Yeah, he tried to give a little room. You know, something to think about here, Keith, is you want to get enough room to get your punter comfortable and not on the back line of that end zone. I know you want to get a first down, but you also don't want to lose yardage here because that can be a huge difference. You know, punter can make a mistake, a bad snap.
Jason Hawker helped out on the defense with that tackle, and now it's 3rd and 9. And the snap, and it's going to be a run straight ahead this time, and that's going to get first down yardage.
That's what Egan can do. I tell you what, he can hurt you with his arm and his legs, but that was a nice read. He just faked that handoff, took it up the middle, got an easy first down.
Yeah, Egan straight ahead that time. He can be an effective, very effective runner, and now flags fly, but did they get a timeout in time?
No.
Nope.
Had too many players on the field and got caught, and just went ahead and called that.
Yeah. So Bullitt East is out of the hole anyway. That was a big play before, and now they're helped further along by the penalty.
Yeah, the Bryan Station coaches are asking if Bullitt East didn't substitute a player in, if they shouldn't have had time, but that's a null point now that they called the penalty.
Now 1st and 5 for the Chargers. Here's Egan looking across the middle, got his man up near midfield. That's Brogan. He's at the 45-yard line, 46 before being brought down.
Yeah, Brogan, he broke all the way across the field. A nice play there, just kind of waited to him, and he was wide open, had a blocker down the field to get a big first down. It's getting a lot of yardage here after starting at their own 5.
And they are on the move now. Here is Egan looking to throw. He's going to throw that one off to the left side, got his man, and he got an advantage down near the 25-yard line. That is Davenport. And he is brought down at about the 25-yard line by J.T. Haskins. But now this has really turned into an offensive effort by Bullitt East that they are really on the move now and threatening to score here before halftime.
Yeah, 20-yard gain, 21-yard gain.
Here is Egan looking as he rolls left, a diving effort, and that is a touchdown.
Boy. They went 95 yards.
That is Davenport again. Yeah.
Went 95 yards in less than 2 minutes. So
wow.
Had a big, huge 3rd down and long. They had lost yardage on the first play to go for 2nd and 12. But, boy, bring it all the way down the field. And you saw Egan, his legs and his arm did it that time.
He did. He puts himself in position to throw. He can make that throw on the run, and he did that time. Yeah. Nice catch by Davenport as well.
Yeah, very nice play.
And the extra point try goes awry, and It will be no good, and Bryan Station retains the lead. We'll see if that turns out to be a big play. 21-20 the score, 3:39 to go second quarter. We'll be right back on Glycod.
If you or someone you know is having thoughts of suicide or experiencing a mental health or substance abuse crisis, 988 provides connection to free confidential support. There is hope. The Lifeline works. For 24/7 confidential support, just call, text, or chat 988. For more information, including a list of local resources, visit jessamynhealth.org/wellness.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School Football from Glycod.
Well, we've been a high-scoring affair here in the first half at Bryan Station. And, Rick, we've seen a lot on the offense and defense for both teams, and a good, entertaining ball game. I'm sure the coaches would like to pick apart a few things.
Yeah, and we talked, one of the keys of the game is don't make a mistake on special teams, and Bullitt East just did that. Missed a bad snap on an extra point. That could come back to haunt them.
There's a ground ball.
There's the kick up short, and little, if any, return.
Well, and we saw what happened last time when Bullitt East kicked it long. Draymond had a long touchdown run, so that time they just kind of kicked it short, but that's going to give Bryan Station a short field with plenty of time left here in the first half.
Yeah, Bennett fielded it there. No place to go, but, of course, he was already well upfield, and they'll start from the 38-yard line, 1st and 10, Bryan Station. Now the defenders with an opportunity to extend that lead after the extra point was botched by Bullitt East. Just couldn't get it, couldn't execute that one, and now they trail by a point. Cut right, throwing quickly, gets Haskins. He's at midfield, across midfield, down to about the 47-yard line. J.T. Haskins finding some space out there.
He is, and Trenton Cutright still perfect on the night. Now 6 for 6. On the other side, Travis Egan, 9 for 13 for 100 yards and that touchdown. So just a great night for these quarterbacks.
Yeah, we'll say if you're in the area, come on out.
Yeah, absolutely.
Got another half of football to go, and it's a beautiful night for football and a great game between two teams playing for a spot in the finals.
If you can't make it out, though, we're happy to have you join us.
Yeah, that's right.
Stay with us.
Bring the phone along and watch
right.
us. We'll make the call for you. Happy to do that, as always, on Glycod. Here's a quick pass out to the right, and that is caught.
Nice.
By Jaden Walker.
Nice play there.
Yeah.
Bryan Station going to move a little bit faster now. You don't want to have to use any timeouts yet. You've got plenty of time. Move that ball down the field. One thing you don't want to do is have a turnover, give that ball back to Bullitt East. Their powerful offense, as we talked about, averaging, almost 39 points a game.
2nd and 2, options open here for Bryan Station. Quick pass is Damon Green. Damon Green out to the outside on the left, looking for a little more room than he was able to find, but he made the catch and advances that ball.
Give him a first down.
Did he get a first down?
Yeah.
He did have enough for the first down.
That's one of those that stops the clock. And just, you don't have to be in any rush. They won't start the clock back until they reset the ball.
Up on the 2-minute mark.
Yeah, plenty of time with timeouts.
Bryan Station on the offense. That is Mundy Lloyd again.
Keith, if you remember at the end of the first half of last week's game, Bryan Station versus Trinity, Bryan Station was trying to score, went for it on a 3rd down and 2 from the 2-yard line, was stopped at the 1-yard line and didn't have any timeouts and just didn't get any points. I think you're going to see something different this time.
1:27 on the clock. There is Cutright looking, got some time now. He puts it up there, floating it for Frazier, and it is incomplete.
A good defense. The first one, he kind of threw that one out to the side, but he didn't give anyone a chance to catch that ball. So the clock stops with that. Now you have a 3rd and long. Again, you may be in 4-down territory here. We did see Bryan Station last week kick a 35-yard field goal with Zach Gentry, which was the game winner, just not at that time. And then Trinity came out and missed about a 40-yard field goal. So little confusion now on the Bullitt East. They're going to have too many players on the field too. So
they made the handoff, but a whistle had blown.
Yeah, Coach Kendrick is not happy at all. They had two players. One had run off on the field and then was trying to turn around and run back off, and another player was running off, and Bryan Station was smart to go ahead and snap that ball. You know, that's one thing I really never have understood. There's a couple teams in the NFL that do that. If they see that happen, they just go ahead and snap the ball, which to me is a wise thing to do.
Yeah.
But, you know, in that case, you get the 5-yard penalty. But if you can see them being confused, go ahead and snap it, get the 5-yard penalty. The clock stops, 1 minute 14 seconds, and you're closer, third and much more manageable.
Now at the 30-yard line, but it's now a 3rd and 2 play for the defenders.
Just a huge penalty that stopped the clock.
1:14 remaining in the second quarter. Snap to cut right. Straight ahead it goes to Monday Lloyd, and he has got the yardage needed and then some.
That's where you see those legs continuing to churn. Again, it's all have a cumulative effect on Bullitt East defense. They're getting tired trying to tackle that big guy, and they're having trouble right now with 1 minute 4 seconds left. They have plenty of time, but tonight's different. They have timeouts.
So Walker back out there to the right.
I am surprised they're taking this long.
Inside the final minute now, 50 seconds to go as defenders get set. And the snap to cut right, floats it off to the right. Monday Lloyd trying to work his way back toward the middle.
Now. Yeah, you got to go ahead.
Under 35 seconds. Will they stop the clock here? They will.
You know, we talked about this last week, too. You also has to have clock awareness because if you're Monday Lloyd, he did a great job. He got some extra yardage, but you don't want to just be churning and keeping the clock running if you're not going to get any extra yardage.
Yeah.
So at that point, it's a good play. But, again, Bryan Station has one more timeout left. So what they can do, if you need to, you can go across the field, in the middle of the field, make a run if you need to. But after that, you're going to have to throw it to the sidelines or to the end zone. Keep that timeout so you can get your field goal kicker back on the field. And I'll tell you what, I'm sure Coach Hawkins talked a lot to his team about that, about the clock management, the way it ended the first half last week, which ended up not hurting him as much. But, boy, in a semifinal game, you don't want to have that happen.
Lloyd, a 1,000-yard rusher, and he's called on to get the big yards, the tough yards. And he has come through many times for this Bryan Station team. Now, as they take the field, 33.2 seconds to go. 21-20 is the score. Bryan Station on top over Bullitt East in a Class 6A semifinal game. Here's the snap. And now whistles again, and false start against Bryan Station.
Yeah, a lot of times that's a receiver out there that's trying to get a little extra break on it. A lot of times it's when your number is called that you know the pass coming to you. You want to get it out there. But, boy, now that clock's going to.
Yeah. Now whistles blow again as the players start to get set. So
yeah, they're trying to get the clock situation.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Right now it's showing 31.3, but we'll see where we are when this play is actually started.
Yeah, Monday Lloyd is up to 71 yards now, 13 carries, averaging 5.5 yards, as long of 24 yards. But like I say, his toughness is just really hard on the defense the further you get in the game.
Yeah, it does. It has that cumulative effect, no doubt. And he'll be hammering away in the second half as well. Here's the snap, and now a quick toss across the middle, and that is Frazier, the intended receiver.
Threw that ball into coverage. That's a very, very tough catch, but also a throw like that, you can get that intercepted very easily, but still plenty of time. But now the thing of Bryan Station, remember, this is third down, so you got to make a play for the sticks.
3rd down and 10. Devon Frazier, the target on that last one. Here's the snap and cut right, scrambling. Again, there's a pass. He got a man open down the right sideline. Devon Frazier near the goal line.
They were trying to have a hitch and go down here with Draymond Green, and just they were able to find Frazier out in the open to go all the way down the field. So Bryan Station is going to use their last time out here. So this is, again, something to watch. The same situation they were in last week. I'd be surprised to see if they run it this time. I think you go 3 balls to the end zone.
First and goal from the 3. They've got 20.3 seconds to get it done and extend that lead, which now stands at 1 point. And both these teams on a roll coming in. Bryan Station lost its first 3 games this year, then won the last 10 to get to this point. And for Bullitt East, they lost their opener under the new coach and then followed that up with 12 straight victories to bring a 12-1 mark into this game.
Yeah, right now J.T. Haskins, 5 receptions for 61 yards. Damon Green, 2 for 23 yards. Devon Frazier with that 18-yard right there. So they have a lot of options to go to in the air. Trenton Cutright, 10 for 12, 115 yards. His long tonight is 21 yards. But he's been much more than that with his feet, a threat to take off at any time. And that is one thing they ran last week, is they ran a bootleg to get him into the end zone. They might look at that.
Here we are from the 3. Under center, takes it. And rolling to his left, and now going to toss it to the back of the end zone, and it is caught for the touchdown.
Frazier
Devon Frazier.
Yeah,
he has been targeted several times.
You know, Bullitt East, I think they saw the same thing I did on the tape. That was a great call by Station, because they had Cutright roll out like he was going to bootleg, and then he found Frazier cutting across the middle in the back of the end zone for a big catch there.
So the 3-yard touchdown pass comes with 14.5 seconds to go. And now let's see if Gentry can add another one. 27-20 is the score. There's the kick. He is on target again, and it is 28-20. Bryan Station, and we're not quite to halftime yet. So, Rick, we're racking up some offensive numbers here.
Yeah, and I tell you what, if you wanted an offensive ball game, you're getting it. Right now, up to date, almost dead even. Bullitt East, 210 yards total offense. Bryan Station, 208 yards of total offense. But just a nice drive there by Bryan Station. The thing I'm most impressed with is you leave Bullitt East only 14.5 seconds. If I'm Bullitt East and Bryan Station, I'm figuring after this kickoff, if you could make a tackle, they'll probably just take a knee and go in at halftime. But, boy, I tell you what, Keith, I don't think we could ask for a whole lot more in a 6-8 semifinal. So, folks, if you're at home and you got family that's not watching this, give them a call, because this is going to be a game to watch in the second half also.
Yeah, and a nice play again by Cutright. We've talked about what a great first half he's had, but rolling to his left and then getting it to Frazier in the back of the end zone. Not the easiest throw to make, but he made a nice soft touch on it, floated it over the defender, the defensive player, I should say, to avoid any confusion with the defender nickname, but the defensive player from Bullitt East, and a touchdown for Bryan Station, and now they lead by 8. 14.5 seconds to go first half. And the kick is away. And there's Brogan coming back upfield. Gets to about the 20.
And that's what you wanted to do with Bryan Station. Don't give up a huge return right there. They didn't. Like I said, I wouldn't be surprised to see Bullitt East take a knee with 8.4 seconds. But, you know, you could also throw the ball long and see what happens with one play.
Yeah, got to the 25-yard line. Cameron Brogan on the return, and now they'll see what they want to do with this 8.4 seconds that they have to work with.
Looks like they're probably just going to take a knee here, not make any mistakes.
And that's what they'll do. So the final seconds tick off, and we have come to halftime with the score, Bryan Station 28 and Bullitt East 20. It's been an exciting, entertaining ball game so far, and we've got an entire half to go. But coming up next, it's our halftime report. So stay with us. Bryan Station 28 and Bullitt East 20 at halftime on Glycod.
Based in Jessamine County, R.J. Corman Railroad Group has been serving North America's railroad industry since 1973. Find out more by visiting rjcorman.com. For high-quality railroad service, it's R.J. Corman.
Hi, I'm Glenn Downs, pharmacist and owner of the Prescription Pad in Nicholasville. We are an independent community pharmacy that provides personalized service. We offer free home delivery, medication compliance packaging, compounding, and home medical equipment. Getting your medications from us means no need to wait in line or on the phone for minutes. Visit us at 465 Keene Center Drive in the Keene Shops in Nicholasville or by phone at 859-887-2841. The Prescription Pad is dedicated to your family's health.
Hey folks, this is Duke Owens, General Manager here at Cartown Kia. We have new Kias arriving daily, and I have over 20 lenders that want to approve you. So come and see us here at Cartown Kia or look us up online at cartownkiausa.com.
I believe in Kentucky.
I believe in Kentucky.
I believe in small town values.
And mom and dad and the things they handed down.
I believe some of the best people in the world are farmers.
I believe in insurance that protects families, homes, and cars.
I believe in always finding a way to do what you love.
I am Kentucky.
I am Kentucky.
I am Kentucky.
Glycod on YouTube is Kentuckiana's fastest growing high school sports video site. When you click to subscribe, don't forget to tap the bell and be notified of our upcoming live broadcasts and other unique video content. Subscribe for free now at youtube.com/Glycod.
New teen drivers are at greater risk for car crashes, particularly at night and during the first few months without adult supervision. Checkpoints is a free 1-hour educational program held monthly at the Jessamine Career and Technology Center in Nicholasville. It will help you help your teen be safer when they become a new independent driver. For more details, including program incentives and how to register, visit the Jessamine County Health Department's website at jessaminehealth.org.
Tonight's halftime report is brought to you by the Jessamine County Health Department. Find out how they protect, promote, and improve the health and wellness of our community. Visit jessaminehealth.org.
Welcome back to our halftime report here on Glycod. A very entertaining first half. Bryan Station on top right now, 28-20 over Bullitt East. Keith Elkins with you, along with Rick Reams, and our producer is Todd Carter, and our camera operator is Xander Essex tonight. And we appreciate the opportunity to bring this ball game to you. And Rick, it has been a very exciting first half, and maybe we can jump right into some numbers there if you want. Tonight's halftime numbers are presented by Citizens National Bank. Moving forward together, visit Joe Wilder, area president, for all your lending needs. And you've got any number of numbers to choose from there. And
I think the first thing, let's look at the quarterback battle. We knew it was going to come to this, and right now Trenton Cutright 11 for 13 for 118 yards with 1 touchdown. Travis Egan 9 for 13, 100 yards, 2 touchdowns. So, that's one thing that you look at. But you also, and I said this at the end of the first quarter, same thing at halftime, you can look at stats can be deceiving, because right now you have Bullitt East with 258 yards of total offense, Bryan Station with 208 yards. Not a huge difference, but you would think that would be, the score may reflect a different way. But right now with it 28-20, it's going to be perfect for Bryan Station. They're going to be excited. Bullitt East, though, they had a good long drive there at the end, towards the end of the first half of Bryan Station, with much better clock management this time than they did last time, where they didn't get the ball in the end zone or a field goal to end the half.
And I think back to that last drive last week against Trinity, when Bryan Station had to hold on to the football, and they just ground it out and got the victory. They can do a lot of different things. They have the explosive plays, but they can grind it out. Cutright has been thoroughly impressive here tonight with the ability to throw the ball downfield, to roll out and throw it. And Travis Egan coming back from that injury in the previous playoff game against Central Hardin, and he has found his spots tonight on occasion. And we've seen Gauthier running very hard. But right now, Bryan Station seems to have made the mid-game adjustments to what they needed to do on offense to keep this thing going.
Right, and you see, as we talked about Monday Lloyd, let's remember in the second half that cumulative effect of his just beating down this defense. And then, tonight we're just seeing some great plays from Devon Frazier. Made 2 catches in a row there, one on the outside to get the first down, and then made the catch in the back of the end zone. A good play there by Cutright to go out like he was going to bootleg like he did last week, which everyone saw on the tape, and then he made that great throw across the middle. But, Bullitt East is powerful offense. They're not done yet, but the big thing right now I see is the mistake that Bullitt East made on the extra point to be 28-20. You don't want to, if you watch the Ole Miss-Mississippi State game, it came down to a 2-point conversion, which Ole Miss could not convert, and that's what Bullitt East at some point in time is going to have to come to that, and that's something that you get a little bit concerned about because you'd rather be able to kick an extra point.
We probably shouldn't let the halftime report go by without mentioning Damon Green. What a contribution in the first half for Bryan Station in any number of different ways, and what an electric player he is.
Yeah, long kickoff return, an interception, another catch. I mean, just playing a great game. And, this is the exciting thing for these kids. I mean, this is a state semifinal. We talked about all the previous players that have come back. They're going to remember this night for really the rest of their lives, that this was the night we did this, in the state semifinal. And, I know being a basketball player that didn't play all the time, I got better as the years went by. So people aren't going to remember if you played or not, but you were on the team, and that's what matters.
Right, and that's true of both these schools. Great support tonight from Bullitt East as well. And, of course, we're playing here at Bryan Station High School tonight. And the defenders lead it at the half by a score of 28-20 over Bullitt East. And we will come back with more of our halftime report in just a moment on Glycod.
If you or someone you know is having thoughts of suicide or experiencing a mental health or substance abuse crisis, 988 provides connection to free confidential support. There is hope. The Lifeline works. For 24/7 confidential support, just call, text, or chat 988. For more information, including a list of local resources, visit jessamynhealth.org/wellness.
For any of your window, door, and siding needs, contact the team at Elite Building Products. Their factory-certified, licensed, and insured contractors have been installing energy-efficient windows and doors for over 30 years. They also offer energy tax credits and military veteran discounts. Locally owned and open weekdays at 242 Wilson Drive, just off of the 27 bypass. For a free estimate, call 859-887-2440. Elite Building Products.
Donating plasma is an easy way to earn up to $600 a month as a new donor while saving lives. That's right. Every donation you make helps patients in need survive and thrive. Returning donors also see monthly bonus payouts and I Give Rewards points. Go to cslplasma.com to learn more about plasma donation. CSL Plasma. Good for you, great for life.
Hi, I'm Glenn Downs, pharmacist and owner of the Prescription Pad in Nicholasville. We are an independent community pharmacy that provides personalized service. We offer free home delivery, medication compliance packaging, compounding, and home medical equipment. Getting your medications from us means no need to wait in line or on the phone for minutes. Visit us at 465 Keene Center Drive in the Keene Shops in Nicholasville or by phone at 859-887-2841. The Prescription Pad is dedicated to your family's health.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School Football from Glycod.
Back at Bryan Station High School, the defenders lead Bullitt East here in this 6A semifinal game, 28-20 at halftime. Pleased to have Jay Bordas join us. He is Dean of Students at Bryan Station, and as part of his administrative duties, has athletics under his wing. And Jay, I know this is you're concerned about the overall sports program, but this is a shining moment for Bryan Station to have the football team competing at this level.
It's a great night for us. It's great to see all the alumni. I've seen people here tonight that I haven't seen at a football game in years, decades.
Yeah.
Guys that I used to coach in basketball in the early 2000s haven't been out in forever, and they got their kids here. And it's just great seeing the community come out and support. And I tell you what, Bullitt East brought a heck of a fan base today too. That's the loudest opposing. Probably loudest opposing fan base I've seen since I've been here at Bryan Station.
Yeah, that's a great fan base there, and they have traveled over here and rooting for their team. And, of course, both teams very much in it here with a 28-20 score at the half. Let me give you an opportunity to talk a little bit about the overall sports program and what you try to bring as far as opportunities to Bryan Station students. As we know from being sports fans, football and basketball kind of lead the way, but there are a lot of different other opportunities too, aren't there?
Absolutely. I think we got the best athletic director in the state of Kentucky, Abby Jackson. She does an amazing job. Our administrative team, we pride ourselves in supporting our athletes. Eric Hell, our principal, he's really brought a passion for sports to the school. We've redone our weight room, tried to revamp pretty much everything. Our new baseball coach, Eric Hagan, has that facility looking phenomenal. Our cheerleaders just won the region a couple weeks ago. Girls and boys soccer heading in the right direction. Our boys soccer coach was just named Coach of the Year. So, I mean, we really got a lot of good things going, and basketball season is here, starts on Tuesday.
Give us a little insight into the AD's job tonight. We know Abby Jackson is very, very busy tonight, but as far as getting ready for a major event like this, there's so many, just endless details to take care of, but give us a little insight into that.
Yeah, so Abby's up here all the time. I mean, she lives up here at the school, and she's got her hand in everything. She knows everybody, knows everything going on. I think she has the calendar just ingrained in her head, but it's just constant movement, constant helping people out, calling, coaches, players, parents. I assist her in any way I can, but I know I can't do enough or say enough, for Abby and everything she does here. But it's a busy thing, but it's rewarding, especially when you see these kids. Like last week, seeing the excitement. I think I tackled Damon Green. I thought he tore his ACL. So Hawkins was going to whoop me on midfield.
Oh, he would. Yes, he would.
What a year he's had too, Damon Green. But yes. Yeah, it's a lot, but it's worth it.
Well, it is, and we certainly appreciate the work of administrators like yourself and like Abby Jackson and all over the state, really, to make these events happen. Thanks so much for all you do, and congratulations for all of Bryan Station's success.
We appreciate you being here. Thanks so much.
All right. Station leads at 28-20 over Bullitt East. We are at halftime, and we'll be back with more of our halftime report in just a moment here on Glycod.
Research has shown high school sports to be a great community influence. Join scores of local businesses that have partnered with Glycod in sponsoring live, hometown-oriented sports programming on our video and social media platforms. For more information, email info@glycod.com.
Hey folks, this is Duke Owens, General Manager here at Cartown Kia. We have new Kias arriving daily, and I have over 20 lenders that want to approve you. So come and see us here at Cartown Kia, or look us up online at cartownkiausa.com.
I believe in Kentucky.
I believe in Kentucky.
I believe in small town values.
And mom and dad and the things they handed down.
I believe some of the best people in the world are farmers.
I believe in insurance that protects families, homes, and cars.
I believe in always finding a way to do what you love.
I am Kentucky.
I am Kentucky.
I am Kentucky.
Donating plasma is an easy way to earn up to $600 a month as a new donor while saving lives. That's right. Every donation you make helps patients in need survive and thrive. Returning donors also see monthly bonus payouts and I Give Rewards points. Go to cslplasma.com to learn more about plasma donation. CSL Plasma. Good for you, great for life.
Proudly based in Jessamine County, R.J. Corman Railroad Group has been serving North America's railroad industry since 1973. Find out more by visiting rjcorman.com. For high-quality railroad service, it's R.J. Corman.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School Football from Glycod.
Back at Bryan Station High School, second half coming up shortly. Right now, the defenders are in front by a score of 28-20 over Bullitt East in this Class 6A semifinal. Tech 24 has jobs available in the fast-growing field of food service equipment repair and maintenance with openings in Lexington. Apply online at mytech24.com/careers. The Chargers already on the field. The defenders returning to the field now. And, Rick, we've seen an exciting first half, and we expected maybe not the scoring pace, but certainly expect that competitive juices to be flowing just as they were in that first half, because now we're coming right down to it.
Yeah, and this is the chess game of coaches right here. Each coach has to make some modifications, some changes. Bryan Station, although they're ahead, I'm sure Coach Hawkins had a lot of things to talk about. Coach Kendrick on the other end, but you're going to see, pretty early what changes were made. Bryan Station will be kicking off. Bullitt East gets the ball to start the half. The way the game started, both teams score on their first possessions. Interesting to see if they can do that again here in the second half. But I just think we're in for just a shootout. Both of these teams have high-powered offenses. Right now, Bryan Station has a little bit of the upper hand on defense. But Bullitt East, they didn't come here just to play a half and then go home.
Right.
So they're going to come back out, going to try to establish their dominance and get this game back in hand.
Yeah, we've got football excitement going on not only here in Lexington, but all over the state tonight as the playoffs continue, as we get set to find out the field for Kroger Field next week as the finals come up in all the classifications. So we invite you to keep track on our ticker as we go through our Glycod broadcast here, and I certainly appreciate you watching our broadcast here at Bryan Station High School as the Defenders take on the Bullitt East Chargers. And again, we've mentioned the winning streaks, 10 in a row for Bryan Station, 12 in a row for Bullitt East. So these teams it's been a long time since they've tasted defeat. Somebody will tonight with the high stakes attached to this game.
Absolutely. This is we talked I've talked a couple games that Lexington football seemed to be down a little bit, but Lexington has 3 teams playing tonight. Frederick Douglass is playing, Lexington Christian is playing this game here with Bryan Station. But like you said, both these teams on a long winning streak, both these teams on long droughts getting to the state finals. So, man, what a huge buildup it would be for both these teams to get to a 6A, which is, if you're not familiar, the largest class of Kentucky football. These high schools are the biggest high schools, usually with the biggest rosters, the biggest players. So they come out and they play this game here. But I just think it's so wonderful just to see the crowd support, as you talked about at halftime, as we talked about the game. Bullitt East having a huge crowd coming here tonight. Bryan Station with the crowd coming here tonight. I think it's so. I think it's just great for these kids that are out on the football field, putting out a great product, and to have people come out and watch it and see it. And these are like the games of old. I mean, that line of the concession stand, Keith, hasn't slowed down since the game started.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure if they're still down there, but good for them. That's what this is about, and I'm excited for these kids.
Well, it is an excited atmosphere tonight here at Bryan Station High School. We've, again, a great crowd from Bullitt East, and of course the Defender fans have shown up in large numbers as we expected on a 51-degree night on here in late November, and much warmer than it was at this time last week. But great football either way. We'll take a final break here and get back with the start of the second half in just a moment on Glycod.
Based in Jessamine County, R.J. Corman Railroad Group has been serving North America's railroad industry since 1973. Find out more by visiting rjcorman.com. For high-quality railroad service, it's R.J. Corman.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School Football from Glycod.
Back in, just about ready for the start of the second half, with Bryan Station holding a 28-20 lead over Bullitt East tonight. And Rick, anything to look for here in the early moments of the third quarter?
Yeah, Bullitt East, they kind of ground their wheels there at the end of the first half, so I think they need to get back in on this game. They had a lot of success at first with the running backs, Gautier, and taking some big yardage, getting some big runs, and then they turned to Egan, let his legs and his arm, but had a little bit of trouble, so they want to come back out. They want to get the ball down the field, get in the end zone, and get this exciting. And we've seen it on both ends. Although Bullitt East hasn't had a kickoff return for a touchdown, they have had some good returns. So that's another thing. If you're both teams, you want to make sure that you can cover the kickoffs here. And right now, Bullitt East is having to change in, so they're having to run a little bit extra there. But we've talked, or you and I talked about it before the game. There's absolutely no wind. The flag has not moved since we've been here tonight. So it's not really a wind that's going to make a direction. Just Bryan Station has decided they're going to kick off this way to start the second half. And I'm excited to see if Bullitt East can come back from this 28-20 deficit.
Well, we know they've got the weapons. We've seen them operate effectively on offense in the first half. Mentioned the temperature. It has dropped down to 46 degrees, but that is amazingly comfortable after some of the cold temperatures that we saw in recent games. We're ready to go in the second half. Thank you for joining us, and hope you enjoy this second half. It promises to be a good one, with Bryan Station holding an 8-point lead right now as we get set for the second half kickoff, and here it is. Going to come up a little short, and going to be returned from the 19 and out to about the 30-yard line.
Yeah, good coverage there by Bryan Station. Like you said, kicked it high and short, gave them time to get over there. And now we're going to see what adjustments Coach Kendrick makes at halftime. I talked about it. He was their offensive coordinator, so he is used to this situation. So I don't think they're going to make any mass changes, but you might just see a couple wrinkles that you didn't see in the first half, just to see how Bryan Station will respond.
So the Chargers on offense to start things off in the second half. Here's the snap and a quick throw out to the outside. Yeah, that one is caught.
Tell you what, that was a good play there, but boy, you gotta watch Devon Frazier. He was out there, almost had an interception for a pick six on that one.
Yeah,
so again, you've got to watch. You just can't read your receiver the whole time.
Got it to Brogan, but Frazier nearly got in the way. There's a throw out to the left side, incomplete that time. Again, the quick trigger for Egan as they try to get the offense started.
Yeah, going to give him a 3rd and short. Another, I've talked about a lot of huge plays, and this is one of those.
Yeah.
Get on your feet. Help this defense out.
Here's the snap, and straight ahead it is Gauthier, and he has got the first down yardage. Mason Gauthier.
He had 79 yards in the first half, and so a 7.9-yard average. He had a little trouble there towards the end of the first half. Bryan Station caught him behind the line of scrimmage a couple times for some losses, but he's got a lot of momentum when he runs.
This is a guy who's piled up more than 3,000 rushing yards in his career. Now the snap, and Egan looking, and now he's going to have to roll out to the right. Still on the run, and now fires downfield. Was it picked off before he stepped out of bounds? Nope, he was out of bounds.
Yeah, he was, Egan's got to know on that one, you're trying to best thing there is just to throw that ball away, not take a chance on that, because Bryan Station did intercept the ball but couldn't get their feet down. Could have been a huge play there.
Yeah, Devon Frazier with the catch on the interception, but was not able to stay in bounds, and so it's an incomplete pass.
Yeah, a lot of names that we're hearing a lot of tonight with Devon Frazier and Damon Green for Bryan Station.
From the 43, there's Gauthier again. He finds a little running room off the left side of the line, comes up over the 45 to about the 48.
3rd and long here. This is a big play for Bullitt East. They want to keep this momentum going.
So a 3rd and 7. They mark it at the 46. Travis Egan, a big play coming up for him and his offensive unit. Here's the snap, and Egan takes it around the left side. Going to be short of a first down.
Yeah, it's interesting there, because that play call almost looked like they were going to go 4 downs, and looks like we saw a quick kick in the first half, but I don't know. I think they're actually going to be going for it here.
4th and down from the 46, and straight ahead. That'll get the first down. Egan again.
Yeah, he followed his big lineman there and just kind of got turned around and then just kept on churning those feet. The big lineman came in to help him out. And unfortunately, one of Bullitt East linemen is down on the field right now.
Yeah.
So let's take a break right now. Bryan Station ahead, 28-20. We'll be right back on Glycod.
Folks, this is Duke Owens, General Manager here at Cartown Kia. We have new Kias arriving daily, and I have over 20 lenders that want to approve you. So come and see us here at Cartown Kia, or look us up online at cartownkiausa.com.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School Football from Glaycod.
Back at Bryan Station High School, an injured Bullitt East player. Stoppage of play at this point.
Slowly getting up. Looks like
75.
Yeah.
And
big
75,
big boy.
Landon Casey.
Yeah, so it looks like it may be a
sophomore lineman.
Don't want to, of course, say too much because we're not on the field, but the way he's walking
sure.
looks like it may be a knee. Kind of gingerly walking off the field.
But he was able to get up and make his way off the field,
yeah,
so that's a good sign.
Yeah.
So 1st and 10 for Bullitt East at the 44-yard line of Bryan Station. Snap to Egan, and now Gauthier will take it, and around the left side he goes, gets down near the 40-yard line. You know, Bryan Station had gotten some momentum going there late in that first half. Gives you the illusion that they're a little further ahead than they are.
Yeah.
But this is a one-score game if you can get that two-point conversion that you were talking about.
Yeah, that's the way at halftime. I'm sure that's what Bullitt East, that's what Coach Kendrick talked about is, hey, you know, we are in this game. This is not, like you said, it seems like it's more than 8 points, but that's all it is.
2nd and 7. And now Egan looking, keeps it, heads back up the middle, and is greeted by several defenders, and that'll be a loss of maybe a yard.
Great job by Bryan Station secondary because Egan did a pump and go, and he just couldn't find anyone. And such good pressure there by Bryan Station to come and cut him down. And now it's going to be a 3rd and long, looks like about 3rd and 9 for Bullitt East.
Colton Essenbach among the defenders in on the play to stop Egan. And now 3rd and long again. It'll be 3rd and about 9 from the 44. Egan ready, and now looking, getting some pressure, throws over the middle, and incomplete.
Had him wide open and just wasn't able to. Made a nice throw, dropped way back in the pocket, but just was not able to complete the pass. And I think Bullitt East going to have to make a decision here. I would think you would kick it, but at this point you're also at about the 42-yard line, so got a little bit to play with. You can go for that 4th down. One thing you can tell your players is that receiver was open right there, so it could happen again. We just got to bring that ball in.
Yep. All right, here we go on 4th and 9. Let's see what they'll come up with. The snap, Egan looks, a lot of time, throws, and he's got Brogan. It's complete, and he's down near the 20-yard line and out of bounds.
Yeah, I tell you what, Bryan Station took themselves a little bit out of defense because J.T. Haskins dropped all the way back for that quick kick that he thought was going to come, and that opened up the secondary there. Nice play again by Egan. You can see he's got a great arm, threw it right on the money.
1st and 10 for the 19. Brogan a nice grab and made some yardage after the catch. Coming up on the 8-minute mark in the 3rd quarter. Here is Egan looking, throwing, and he's got his receiver.
Nice play there again, just kind of a down and out. Found his receiver right there.
Bryce Hoover.
You know, Bullitt East has some big receivers, tall and just big kids out there.
2nd and 2. Egan again, now he's in some trouble, scrambling and trying to get some yardage back up through the middle, but a gang of defenders there, and he is brought down at about the 20-yard line.
Yeah, that play right there shows how tough he is to take down because they actually had him in the backfield. He's coming up limping just a little bit. I heard him, or I saw him say something to the referee. I don't know, got hit, but it's going to be 3rd and short.
3rd and short now from about the 19-yard line. There's the snap and the give and a slip by Gauthier. And let's see if he
enough of
got
the first
yardage.
down.
Yeah.
So this is, Keith, we talked about it the first drive of the second half, a long drive,
Yes,
taking
it is.
almost 5 minutes off the clock.
Down to the 7-minute mark in the third. 28-20, Bryan Station on top. But Bullitt East is driving. Now the snap and straight ahead, Gauthier.
Yeah, he's up over 90 yards now for the game.
Yeah, they're down to the 5. I said 19 earlier. They're inside the 10 and now at the 5.
Second and goal.
Again, the snap, and there is Egan looking for room around the right side, but nothing there.
Did a great job stringing him out. And, I talk about this all the time. I sound like a broken record. But you use the sideline to your advantage. You let him run as far laterally as he wants because he's going to run out of room, and that's what he did. He ran out of room, then had to try to cut it up and actually lost some yardage.
Yeah, you got some help out there in the form of the sideline.
Yep, absolutely. So, it looks like Bullitt East, their lineman that got hurt, is not back in the game, so that can make a difference. If you're used to his blocking, he's a big boy out there, can have a kind of a second string player in there right now.
So from the 8 on third down. Egan passes out to his left. Got a receiver out there, but short of the goal line.
It's going to be fourth right there. I tell you what, just a huge play right here. Bryan Station trying to get an extra lineman in as they think Bullitt East is going to go quickly here.
Yeah. Fourth down and goal for Bullitt East from about the 2.
We'll call a timeout here.
They're going to call a timeout. And we will take a break here. We'll be right back. Bryan Station on top, 28-20, but Bullitt East definitely threatening here on Glycott.
Hi, I'm Glenn Downs, pharmacist and owner of the Prescription Pad in Nicholasville. We are an independent community pharmacy that provides personalized service. We offer free home delivery, medication compliance packaging, compounding, and home medical equipment. Getting your medications from us means no need to wait in line or on the phone for minutes. Visit us at 465 Keene Center Drive in the Keene Shops in Nicholasville or by phone at 859-887-2841. The Prescription Pad is dedicated to your family's health.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School Football from Glycott.
Big play coming up as Bullitt East heads back out on the field. They get set for a fourth and goal play from the 2, and they trail by 8.
Looks like they're going to try a quarterback sneak, called a timeout. Looks like they've changed their play call.
Here's the snap. Egan trying to get in there. He is stacked up near the goal line, but he
got in.
He did get in. Touchdown is the call, and that'll make it 28-26 as Egan took it in. He ran into a lot of competition there as he neared the goal line, but the official rules him in.
They're going to keep the offense out there, go for 2, which is the right call to go.
Try to tie the ball game. 28-26 the score, 4:57 to go third quarter as the Chargers go for 2. Egan back and looking and throwing, and it is stopped short.
Big play by J.T. Haskins. Yeah. Big hit on the big tight end there. Great job.
District Player of the Year, and he made a big play.
So, that drive almost took 7 minutes, or over 7 minutes off the clock for Bullitt East. So, possessions are going to be very, very important. You're moving on. That was a great job, though, by Bryan Station's defense. Sometimes you're so upset that you gave up that 4th down touchdown that it went over to the 2-point conversion. But that time it did not. So now Bryan Station, they get their opportunity. They just assume with this lead, they'd like to take another 7-minute drive if they could.
Yeah, exactly. 28-26 the score.
So right now, Bullitt East is 328 yards total offense, 182 rushing, 146 passing to Bryan Station's 208 yards. But at this point, Bryan Station hasn't had the ball in the second half, so they're going to have some increased numbers on the offensive end here too.
So Bryan Station is still in front, but the lead now down to 2 as the Chargers prepare to kick off. And now the kick along the ground, fielded near the 30-yard line, and returned a short distance.
Yeah, I think in that case, if you're Bryan Station, you're happy with that. That ball's rolling on the ground. Want to make sure you get hold of it, hold on tight, and then get your offense out there to start.
Javari Burnett.
32, I think.
Picked up that football, and now the defenders will start at their 32-yard line.
The offense should be well rested. They had to wait over 7 minutes to get the ball here in the second half.
So the snap to Cutright, and he turns and hands it to Monday Lloyd. Not a lot there for him, but he can make something out of nothing.
Yeah, good one-on-one tackle there, which is very difficult to do with him. But they went smart and went down low, tackled him at his legs, knocked him out from under. And, it doesn't matter how big you are. If your legs go out, you're going down.
Again, our thanks to WL Stats tonight for helping us get these current stats that we've been able to bring you, and that they have told quite a story about the game. Here is Cutright putting it in the air, and that one is picked off. Let's see if he's going to go all the way, and he is.
Number 2.
That is Brogan.
Pick
that
six.
Is Cameron Brogan, a defensive back, wide receiver, and we've seen him make some plays on offense, and that was a big one right there as he read that one and cut across right in front of the path of the football and was able to return it all the way. It wasn't just a clear sailing for him. He had to make a nice run after he caught it.
Well, and Cutright that time, he had 2 defenders. 2 of his receivers, the defender receivers, were down in kind of the same area, and three backs for Bullitt East were there. Just a really easy play for that interception. As you said, then his running back skills came into play, our wide receiver skills came into play to spin around and get that ball in the end zone. Interesting to see if they'll go for 2 here or if they'll just go ahead and kick the extra point.
They lead it by 4 now, 32-28, as Bullitt East has taken the lead on the interception return by Brogan. Here's the snap, and now the pass into the left side of the end zone, and it is good, and the 2 points will be added to the Bullitt East side to make it a 34-28 ball game, and that comes with 4:12 to go in the third quarter. Bullitt East has turned things around. They lead by 6. We'll be right back on Glycott.
Folks, this is Duke Owens, General Manager here at Cartown Kia. We have new Kias arriving daily, and I have over 20 lenders that want to approve you. So come and see us here at Cartown Kia, or look us up online at cartownkiausa.com.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School Football from Glycott.
Back at Bryan Station High School, 34-28 the score. Bullitt East has taken the lead. A big play, big defensive play by Cameron Brogan, who has been a big performer in this game for the Chargers, and a big play that time after they had gotten within 2 but couldn't close the deal on the 2-point conversion. Now they do lead by 6.
Yeah, 1 turnover for each team, but that one was a huge one. Ran it back for a pick 6, and now Bryan Station has to realize they're only down a score here.
Now the kickoff on the ground again. That one is loose, and we'll see who's got it.
Bryan Station was able to get that ball back, but boy, that took a weird spin and hit his hands. What do you want on that kickoff? But they're able to recover it. Now Bryan Station, if you're cut right, you got to just shake that last possession off, go out there and do what you know you can do. Take your team down the field. You have 4 minutes, 12 seconds left in this quarter. The game is definitely in anyone's hands, so you got to keep on playing.
Yeah. And like you said, you have to really flush that memory. You have to have a short memory right here and just go on the next drive. Can't do anything about that last one now.
No.
So momentum for the Bullitt East defense, of course. And the give is to Monday Lloyd. Makes a couple of men miss, runs past a couple of men, and is up near first down yardage.
Yeah, he's just a hard runner. I mean, reminds me a lot of Benny Snell, Chris Rodriguez. Just keeps those feet moving. He is not going to go down on the first contact. He's going to spin and keep on going for a big first down.
1st and 10 defenders. Near midfield at the 47-yard line as they look to their sideline. Here's the snap, and again straight ahead. Monday Lloyd up near midfield.
Yeah, he's just starting to chew up yardage, get a lot of yardage, and that's one thing Bryan Station, they're not going to be in a hurry. Coach Hawkins knows they got plenty of time. He's going to keep on calling his game and let his offense do their job.
6'2", 215-pound senior, so a handful for these defenders, the defensive players, I should say.
Yeah. He's up to 82 yards for the game right now on 15 carries. So, as we said, he's their workhorse. They're going to continue to give him the ball. If you're Bullitt East, you know where that ball's going a lot of the time.
2nd and 6 for Bryan Station from the 48 in Bullitt East territory. This is Frazier this time, and he hits into the right side of the line and gets a lot of resistance there after a couple of yards.
Yeah, so a big third down for Bryan Station here. 3rd and about 5 or 6. So, are you going to put it back in Cutright's arm? Are you going to let him throw that ball and see if, like you said, if he flushed that memory, has a short memory, and go on and make a throw right now?
Yeah, still have to throw with confidence and make your decisions just as before. That's easier said than done, of course, after the pick 6. And he does straighten up and fires out to the right side, short of the first down.
Yeah, it's going to be
Jaden Walker, the receiver, but well short of the first down yardage needed.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised though if Bryan Station doesn't go for it here. They've had a lot of luck with Monday Lloyd. Only been talked to really behind the line one time, so wouldn't be surprised if they go to him here.
So 4th and a long 2, I would say, for Bryan Station as we come down to the 140 mark in the 3rd quarter. Defenders trying to come from behind now, trailing 34-28 to Bullitt East. Here's the snap, and straight ahead for first down yardage and much more. It's Monday Lloyd, and he is down near the 35-yard line, or 25-yard line, as he just went straight up the middle that time, and they weren't able to provide much resistance.
Yeah, big gain. A lot of times on those 4th and shorts, you see that happen, a lot of big, long runs there. So just a great job there by Bryan Station's front line to get him through there and get a first down.
Ball marked at the 29 on 1st and 10, and now straight ahead again, and this one may go all the way. It is Jeremiah Monday Lloyd. They did stop him before he crossed the goal line, but he is inside the 5, and he has taken over on these last couple of plays.
Yeah, and he's well over 100 yards now for the night. You talked about his career stats, and I tell you what, that cumulative effect, I tell you, that's been very telling here.
Straight ahead again. Monday Lloyd on the carry.
At this rate, if Bryan Station scores here, there's only 36 seconds left. Going to have one possession each team, and 3 possessions because of the pick 6, but Bryan Station on their 2nd.
The snap to Cutright. Monday Lloyd again.
Stop him just short there.
Just short, and that looks like it'll be the end of the 3rd quarter. Final seconds tick away. Well, let's see.
Yeah.
Well, here's the snap. Cutright trying to get in there.
And he did.
Cutright is in. And Bryan Station has tied the game on the last play of the third quarter.
Yeah, that second effort there, he ran up the backside, but then was able to spin out a little bit and hold that ball over the line. All that ball has to do is break the plane of the end zone that goes all the way up to the sky. And looks like we got another injured player. Looks like this time it may be for Bryan Station. You know, you have a lot of bodies in there on a play like that with the quarterback running up the middle. So just hope he doesn't get his ankle or his knee or something rolled up on.
So let's take a break right here, and we'll come back in just a moment on Glycod.
If you or someone you know is having thoughts of suicide or experiencing a mental health or substance abuse crisis, 988 provides connection to free confidential support. There is hope. The Lifeline works. For 24/7 confidential support, just call, text, or chat 988. For more information, including a list of local resources, visit jessamynhealth.org/wellness.
For any of your window, door, and siding needs, contact the team at Elite Building Products. Their factory-certified, licensed, and insured contractors have been installing energy-efficient windows and doors for over 30 years. They also offer energy tax credits and military veteran discounts. Locally owned and open weekdays at 242 Wilson Drive, just off of the 27 bypass. For a free estimate, call 859-887-2440. Elite Building Products.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School Football from Glycod.
Trenton Cutright has made his way off the field as we get ready to start this fourth quarter, although right now we're tied at 34 following the touchdown by Cutright, but he may have had a cramping.
So they're going to have an untimed play here to end the third. Kind of a we're in a no man's zone here, but they're going to have the point, and then they'll move to the fourth quarter.
And it is Gentry to try the extra point. And that one is blocked. So no extra point for Bryan Station, and why not? We go to the fourth quarter, tied at 34. And now we'll have 12 more minutes of action, and we will take a break here before we start our fourth quarter action. The score, Bryan Station 34 and Bullitt East 34. Back after this on Glycod.
Based in Jessamine County, R.J. Corman Railroad Group has been serving North America's railroad industry since 1973. Find out more by visiting rjcorman.com. For high-quality railroad service, it's R.J. Corman.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School Football from Glycod.
34-34 the score as we start the fourth quarter. Rick, you've been entertained tonight?
Oh, absolutely. It's a wonderful game. I mean, we talked about it before the game. Jeremiah Monday Lloyd up to 130 yards rushing, but we also talked about it. Special team mistakes. Both teams have had it. Both teams one bad snap on an extra point and one blocked extra point. So, boy, a tie ball game, and it just doesn't get better than this, Keith.
Here we go. Kickoff away to start the fourth quarter. We'll see a return. And it's up to about the 25, 30-yard line. Ryan still with the return. He's taken one all the way earlier this year.
And we talked about it to start the second half of the third quarter. The Bullitt East went on about a 7-8 minute drive. And that's something that, Bryan Station, you have to look at possessions right now. I'm looking down on the sideline. Looked like Cutright's doing all right. I think it was a cramp. They're working with him, giving him a lot of fluids. But he's had a lot going on tonight, so it's not surprising.
From the 27, Bullitt East on the offense. Run goes to the left for Egan, up near the 30-yard line.
Yeah, Egan's up to over 40 yards on the night himself rushing, so he's, again, done it both ways. Has thrown for 146 yards tonight, so 13 for 20 with one interception.
From the 30-yard line now with 2nd and 7, Bullitt East. And the snap and the quick toss to Brogan, and he is able to find a little bit of yardage. Had to pick his way through there, but close to the first down.
Yeah, Brogan's another one. We called his name a lot tonight. Defense had that pick six. He's had some good catches there, so they're not afraid to use him there. And a huge third down. And we talked about this. A lot of big pivotal plays are going on, but now we're in the fourth quarter. Loser goes home, winner goes to Kroger Field. Man, these are pivotal times.
Big plays all through this fourth quarter. 3rd and 3 here. Here's the snap, and there's Egan looking to throw. Got his man up across the 40-yard line.
It's Brogan again. I tell you what, there's a lot. That may have been one of the halftime thing they talked about. Let's get the ball to Brogan, because that's what they're doing right now. And at this point, they're having very good luck with their offense. Bryan Station has not stopped a drive this half so far.
Butler with the stop for Bryan Station. 1st and 10. Now, straight ahead, it is Egan again. And he is across the 45.
You know, that gives the quarterback, that puts a lot of pressure on your quarterback. He has to make that decision whether to hand that ball off or not. But you can tell the senior, he's making wise decisions now.
Game all tied at 34 in the fourth quarter. There's Gauthier headed for that first down yardage and may have it.
Yeah, very close with that. He's going to be close to up to 100 yards also. So 2 big rushing nights and 2 good quarterbacks here. And this game's going to come down to the wire with 9 minutes, 40 seconds left. A tie ball game, exactly where you want to be if you want a good game.
We have seen one tonight, that's for sure. 9.5 to go. Egan looking as he moves out to his left, throws, and it's complete down inside the 30-yard line. That is Brogan again, isn't it? Yes, it is.
Egan took a big hit as he's throwing the ball. I'm always impressed when quarterbacks can do that, because I know he's wide open and going to get hit, and he just makes that pass. I think I would duck a little bit, but good job by him.
Yeah, executed the throw. Nice catch by Brogan, and Bullitt East is on the move. Here is Egan again straight ahead, down across the 25-yard line.
Yeah, Brogan is definitely the receiver they've gone to tonight. 7 catches for 89 yards. So one of the ones you want to go to. He's got 62 catches up to us tonight, 833 yards and 14 touchdowns. So it's not like they've not gone to him before, but boy, in this second half, they're using him a lot.
So here's the play on 2nd and 6. And Egan throwing, incomplete this time, throwing down near the 15-yard line.
Yeah, that one was kind of surprising. He had Brogan wide open out on the side. He's talking to Brogan right now, probably saying, my bad, but he threw into coverage there, which, boy, you just got to be careful. You do not want to make a mistake here. Good to see that Bullitt East, their big lineman, is back on the field now, so looks like he's walking okay. So good to see him back in there.
Yep, that was Casey.
Yeah,
was injured earlier. Chargers facing a 3rd and 6 now.
Yeah, penalty there. Bryan Station declined it, so it's going to make it 3rd and 6. Again, I would guess they're in 4-down position here with the ball in Bryan Station's end of the field at the 24-yard line.
You heard the official. 3rd down for this defense. 3rd and 5 coming up. Make some noise, Station.
Now the Bullitt East offense gets set. Big play coming. Aren't they all here in the fourth quarter of a tie game? Egan looking, fires out to the left side. It is caught, and that one is down near the goal line. Good for a touchdown.
Good play there by Egan. Made another good play there. Catch by Nolan Davenport.
Yeah.
Was able to spin and get into the end zone. You know, it's one of these mano-y-mano, and Bullitt East has done it, and now Bryan Station, it's going to be their turn. But one thing Bryan Station you have to remember here is, hey, let's get them to miss another field goal or extra point, and we can win this game.
So 40-34 is the score now. That comes with 8:28 to go. Colin Elder ready to go and boots it through, and it is 41-34.
This has not been a defensive battle, but we didn't figure it would be. But right now, let's go ahead and take one more break. We'll come back on Glycod.
Hi, I'm Glenn Downs, pharmacist and owner of the Prescription Pad in Nicholasville. We are an independent community pharmacy that provides personalized service. We offer free home delivery, medication compliance packaging, compounding, and home medical equipment. Getting your medications from us means no need to wait in line or on the phone for minutes. Visit us at 465 Keene Center Drive in the Keene Shops in Nicholasville or by phone at 859-887-2841. The Prescription Pad is dedicated to your family's health.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School Football from Glycod.
.28 to go in the fourth quarter, with Bullitt East now claiming a 41-34 lead over Bryan Station, who's going to make the big plays here at the end.
Sooner or later, Keith, one of these defenses is going to have to make a big stop.
Short kick on the ground, but quickly covered by Bryan Station. And that was at the 40-yard line by Sean Baker Thomas.
Yeah, Baker Thomas, I can't tell. Looks like he may even have a cast on his arm. And if that's the case, that was a smart play by him. Just get on the ground. And, you know, a lot of times you try to pick that ball up and run with it and make a mistake. But, boy, he gathered it in and just stayed on the ground.
Yeah, and you get good field position even if you can just get down right there.
Absolutely.
And that's where they are, at the 40-yard line, 1st and 10. So great field position for Bryan Station. They trail by 7 with 8:27 to go in the fourth quarter. Straight ahead by Jeremiah Mundy Lloyd, and he gets about 4, maybe 5.
He's about 135 yards on this game tonight. And, you know, we talked about the high-scoring offense for Bullitt East, average 38.9 points a game. They're at 41, so they're right where they're used to being.
So a good start puts Bryan Station at 2nd and along 5 now as they look to the sideline for this second down play. Crowd's very much in it, as you would imagine. It's Frazier this time.
Every now and then they give that ball to Frazier at the fullback position. You know, just sometimes you can pop that open because they're watching for Mundy Lloyd to get that ball. But now you got a 3rd and short here. And again, defenders are, I think they definitely would go 4 downs, but you want to go ahead and get this first down here. Clock moving at 7 minutes, 20 seconds left in the game.
Defenders trying to respond after Bullitt East has grabbed the lead here in the 3rd. Not much there this time.
Boy, they're going to have to make a decision here. I definitely think they'll go for it. But, boy, great play by their Bullitt East. They may even gave them a little bit of a loss of a yard there, which is something.
Yeah, Mundy Lloyd not able to come up with anything that time, and usually, as we've said, he can make something out of nothing.
Yeah.
But a good play. This is a strong defense right here, although it's going to be a high-scoring ball game tonight. These defenses both have had their moments. I mean, Bryan Station got here with a 10-7 win last week.
Yeah. And remember, on the last 4th down, Mundy Lloyd broke it open for about a 17-yard gain. So see what they do here. But this is 4th and 2 or 3.
Big play. There's the give, and he's got the first down and plenty more. He is down to the 35, the 30-yard line, down to the 25 and out of bounds. What a big play by Mundy Lloyd, and he has delivered again for Bryan Station.
Yeah, he hurdled him. What a great play there. Again, the 4th downs, it's just they expected that to go right up the middle, and he broke it outside and just made a hurdle defender to get big yardage for a first down.
Clock arrested at 6:18 right now. As Bryan Station in business after the big run by Mundy Lloyd. They are inside the 30-yard line. Now the quick throw out to the left. Damon Green, can he get the speed out there? And he is on his way to the end zone.
Stepped out of bounds.
And he stepped out of bounds, so just short of the touchdown, but Green, plenty of speed, and he was able to turn that corner and head down that left sideline. Defenders are close now. They're at the 6.
Yeah, I tell you what, this is going to be a game. Whoever has the ball last may well win this thing.
Now again the give to Monday Lloyd, and he is in for the touchdown. Wow, took it in there from the 6, and Monday Lloyd has brought the defenders to within 1. What a weapon he is.
Yes, it's a great game by him. Two fourth down conversions on consecutive drives, and then get the ball in the end zone. But now you get to the all-important extra point. I mean, sometimes it's a foregone conclusion, but it's not tonight. So you got to make this to get that score tied at 41.
Third touchdown tonight for Monday Lloyd. Gentry ready to give it a try. The snap, the kick is up, and it is good, and we are tied again with 6:05 to go. 41-41, Bryan Station and Bullitt East. And we will take a break and come back with more football and probably more scoring before long here on Glycod.
Research has shown high school sports to be a great community influence. Join scores of local businesses that have partnered with Glycod in sponsoring live, hometown-oriented sports programming on our video and social media platforms. For more information, email info@glycod.com.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School Football from Glycod.
Well, sometimes they call games like this instant classics. This certainly has a potential for that.
Yeah, and, we talked about the keys to the game for Bullitt to contain Monday Lloyd. Well, tonight, 24 rushes, 167 yards, 3 touchdowns, 7 yards per carry average. So right now they haven't, but as we said, it could be whoever has the ball last is going to win this game. One of these defenses is going to have to come up with a huge stop sooner or later, or this game will end up going to overtime.
Here's the kick with the score tied. Fielded at the 16. That is Brogan. Dangerous returner, but he is met hard at about the 29-yard line.
Big hit there, Brody. He knew what he felt that one. So Brogan there, wow, big hit.
And you hear the credit to Jason Hawker on the big stick that time. And even 6 minutes to go. So it'll be at the 30 for Bullitt East. First down and 10, game tied at 41 with a trip to the state championship game on the line.
Yeah, if I'm Bryan Station, I find Brogan and stay with him and see if someone else can make a play here.
Egan has been a great leader for Bullitt East. Let's see if he can take his team on a drive right here. Here's the snap, and Egan keeps it straight ahead, and he's got the first down and some more.
Yeah, he's got a great feel for this game. Just made that fake and ran right up the middle, but you got to give his offensive line a lot of credit. They are just opening up some huge holes for him.
The 43-yard line, that's where they'll mark that one, and now that's a first down for Bullitt East. Clock running at 5:32. Egan waits. And now a flag comes in.
Yeah, the Bryan Station, the defensive line was calling that one, and they finally got the back judge or the side judge there to agree with him and give him a false start there on Bullitt East.
Score tied at 41.
One thing we haven't seen a lot of in the second half is penalties, Keith. And we saw a lot of that in the first half. 2 for 10 yards for Bullitt East, 5 for 23 for Bryan Station, but pretty clean second half here.
Bryan Station crowd wants to see some defense, but there's a pass over the middle, complete at midfield, and the ball is loose, but was he down before it did?
Yeah, the ground caused it. That's Brogan. I hate to see him if he's getting up slowly, but
he has had a huge night for Bullitt East. He was tackled, nice slant across the middle, and a good delivery from Egan.
You got to love it. He's hurting it, but he has waved his coach off. He said, I am not coming out of the game. But since they stopped the clock, he has to come out for one play. And Keith, he is not one to come out of this game, but he has to come out for at least one play.
Yeah, he was waving him off, as you said, and sure he'll be right back in there.
Looks like he may have come down hard on that shoulder. I've hurt my shoulder before, and the way he's running, you kind of don't want to do much with that shoulder. So they get him over there, kind of get that arm loosened up a little bit. But he's going to tell him, I'll play through anything right now.
Bullitt East on the move. Here is Egan looking, dodges the rush, now heads out to the right and then fires downfield. It is caught. No, incomplete. Incomplete downfield near the 40-yard line.
You know, a lot of that is really you don't see. I mean, you don't consider that in the stats, but Egan did a great job just getting away there. He does have tonight 14 rushes for 65 yards. The second leading rusher, we talked about him, how he can use his legs. 17th or 26th for 209 yards, but a huge third down here.
3rd and 4. And Bryan Station wants to take a timeout here with the ball near midfield.
41-41, 4:39 left. Bryan Station High School will be right back on Glycod.
Based in Jessamine County, R.J. Corman Railroad Group has been serving North America's railroad industry since 1973. Find out more by visiting rjcorman.com. For high-quality railroad service, it's R.J. Corman.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School Football from Glycod.
Keith Elkins, Rick Reams back at Bryan Station High School. Todd Carter is our producer, and Xander Essex operating the camera for what has been a great ball game. And we are tied at 41 with 4:39 to go in the fourth quarter. And a 3rd and 4 for Bullitt East near midfield. Big play here, as we've said several times in this fourth quarter. Here goes Egan. He's going to take it himself, and he is stopped short, it appears. He got close.
Yeah, he's short. It's going to be 4th and very short. Bryan Station on their last 2 series has had 2 4th downs. They've got big yardage on. Right now, Bullitt East wants to do the same thing. They're going to go fast.
So 4th down, about a yard to go. And a timeout before.
No, they called a
false start. Oh, okay. False start it is against Bullitt East, and now that changes things.
Yeah, you know, a lot of times your offensive linemen and everyone, you get up there, you get ready, you're trying to go fast, and you just get going a little too fast. You get that 5-yard penalty. Like you said, makes a big difference. I wouldn't be surprised, though, to see Bullitt East go for it here.
4th and 6 here, and they're about at the 45-yard line in their own territory.
Yeah, we've seen a quick kick tonight. The 1 4th down, J.T. Haskins dropped back, got an easy first down, so I think they're playing straight up right now.
4th and 6. Here's the snap. Egan looks, fires out to the left side, and a diving effort by Brogan. Did he make the catch?
Yes, he did.
Yes, he did. Wow, a first down. What an execution of such a big play.
Yeah, just a lot of pressure on both the pass and the catch. He did a great job getting that. Brogan right now, 8 receptions for 101 yards, 12.6 average. Just having a huge night.
There have been several huge nights tonight on both sides, and somebody, unfortunately, is going to see their season come to an end tonight. But it's hard to say that, or hard not to say that both of these teams deserve a spot in the finals, but only one. There's Gauthier. He crosses the 45 to about the 44.
So now you got to start looking at the clock. 3 minutes, 13 seconds. You know, if you're Bryan Station, you want to stop, but you also want to be able to get the ball back for your offense. If you're Bullitt East, you'd like to take this all the way down and give yourself a chance to win this game.
Operating from about the 43. 2nd down and 7. It is Gauthier again, and he's got the first down and more. Gets down to about the 30-yard line. Now they are beginning to make a serious threat.
Yeah, this clock will stop there to move the change, but Bullitt East wants those clocks to move.
So Bullitt East gets set with the clock running down to 2:25 now. Egan takes a glance over to that sideline now. He's ready. And he gets the snap. He's going to throw across the middle. He's got his man. It is Brogan heading for the end zone, and he's going to get there. That's a touchdown.
Boy, just huge, huge night. You know, I was getting ready to say that if you're station, one thing you take solace in is Bullitt East is only 2 for 7 and field goals 29%, but not going to have to worry about that because you gave that ball to that man, that Brogan. I tell you what, he's had a huge game with a pick 6, a lot of catches here. As the stats will update, the last stat I had was 9 catches for 109 yards, but that's going to increase 10 catches for 141 yards tonight.
And that was from the 33, so now they lead by 6 at 47-41. Elder ready to go and boots it up there, and it is good, and it's going to be a 7-point Bullitt East lead with 2:08 to go in the ball game. 48-41 is the score as the Bullitt East Chargers trying to punch the ticket to Kroger Field, but 2 minutes and 8 seconds, as we've seen for this Bryan Station team, they can get the ball down the field in that time with time to spare.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what Bullitt East decides to do on the kickoff here. You know, like you said, they've had some where they've kicked it very short and given Bryan Station good field position. If you're Bryan Station, you tell your short guys, your up front guys, if that ball comes in low again, just fall on it. Let's get the clock going and everything like that. Another thing to look at, both these teams have 2 timeouts to go. Bryan Station has to score a touchdown here. There's no longer the need, the luxury of just kicking a field goal to win it. So they're going to have to take it all the way down in these last 2 minutes, 8 seconds. And I just don't think you could ask much more in a semifinal game.
Absolutely not. 48-41 the score as Bullitt East prepares to kick off. Again, it's on the ground, scooped up. And yardage made on the return, as it's up to the 46, 47-yard line. So Bryan Station's going to have a real good look at things.
Yeah, that was Haskins there.
Yeah.
And, you know, you've got plenty of time. You don't have to just start throwing the ball over and over again. You know, if I'm Bryan Station, I put the ball in the hands of my big man, Monday Lloyd, see what he can do and break one out of there.
We've talked about what a weapon he is. He can get you down the field. And, of course, they have some guys who can make yardage in big chunks from elsewhere, too. So from their own 46, Bryan Station with a great opportunity here, but they need 7. Cut right, takes the snap, and it is Monday Lloyd up near midfield.
Now, I would say I don't think Bryan Station is going to be near as slow up to the ball as they have been, and right now, you just got to keep on moving that ball down the field a little bit at a time, but got to take some chances here, I would think.
All right, cut right. Ready on 2nd and 7. Takes the snap. Looks to throw this time now. He's going to take off. Heads to the left side and heading toward the sideline and out of bounds over there near the 45-yard line, but appeared short of a first down.
Yeah, smart play there. Got as much as he could. Stepped out of bounds. That's really only about the 2nd or 3rd time we've seen him scramble tonight. So Bullitt East has done that, kind of checked that off the list, keep him in the pocket. They've done that on that play. They didn't, but now a big 3rd down. The rest of this drive, of course, a minute 30 to go is all going to be 4-down territory, but you've got to get the ball in the end zone.
Now the snap, cut right, drops the ball, picks it back up, scrambles to his right, being chased, and throws downfield. Incomplete. And so that will bring it right back to that 40.
And let's remember, let's remember on the last 2 4th downs, Monday Lloyd's gotten big gains. If you're Bullitt East, you pretty well know that's where the ball's going. You just got to stop him. But right now, Bryan Station has to concentrate on getting this first down. You can't take a chance on rolling out and making a bad pass because the game's over.
Ball still at that 46-yard line following the incomplete pass. And they give it to Monday Lloyd, and I think they've made the stop.
Yep, they made the stop. The one stop. What did we talk about? That one of these defenses is going to have to make a stop, and right now they did. Now, one thing Bryan Station's defense has to come back out on the field. They've got to come out here with, just with the thinking we're going to get the ball back for our offense. But a couple first downs here is going to do it for Bullitt East. And, it does sound cliche, but it is a shame that either one of these teams has to lose tonight and not make it to Kroger Field, because both these teams have left everything they've had on the field. And I feel honored to be able to watch this game and to call this game.
Yeah, absolutely. And what a big stop by Bullitt East. You talked about the defensive unit going to have to make a big play, and Bullitt East certainly did so, making the stop on Monday Lloyd. We know how good he is, how tough he is to bring down, and they made the play there. And now they take over with 1:19 to go. But timeouts for Bryan Station, and 48-41 the score. Here's the snap, and Egan carries it out to the right. Not much there for him, but that's not the biggest factor right now.
Yeah. Bryan Station called a timeout here. We talked about a keys to the game, contain Monday Lloyd. Well, he has 171 yards, but what he needed was about 172 or 173.
Yeah.
And if you want to talk about containing him, that's what you did, stopped him on that fourth down, which everyone in the park knew the ball was going to him, but they made the stop that they had to make. And we talked about it. Which defense is going to have a big stop? And that one right there very well could pave the road to Kroger Field for Bullitt East, the Chargers.
It certainly could, and of course Monday Lloyd has just been magnificent, but they were able to stop him short of first down yardage, and now the Chargers, after taking over, will have a second down play.
So I would be very surprised if this ball ever gets out of Egan's hands. That's what I would do, is I would let him take it as many times as I could, because you got to trust him and his legs.
Egan takes it. Straight ahead he goes, and down to about the 50-yard line, almost right at midfield.
So Bryan Station's now out of timeout. So what you got to do here is, if you're Bullitt East, you look for one first down. One first down will pretty well do it. After this play, they can take their fourth down all the way down as far as they want. So it's going to be very, very difficult for Bryan Station. This play is going to take 4 or 5, maybe 10 seconds to get the clock down to 53. Then Bullitt East will let it go all the way down to 23. At that point, it's just going to be one of those things where Bryan Station, it looks like at this point, their season's going to end in a heartbreak after a great year.
The Chargers come back on the field now with 1:03 to go. It's a 3rd and 6 play, but it's the clock we're watching.
Get up, make some noise. 1:03 to go in this game.
Travis Egan trying to lead his team to the state championship game in Class 6A. Waiting for that snap on 3rd and 6. And there it is. And it is Gauthier, and here he goes. Heads all the way down and into the end zone for the touchdown, and that will put a cap on it. And they went with a little different twist that time and did give it off. And he was ready for it, and we've seen him do things like that throughout the ball game. But a big, big run for Gauthier, and the Chargers are going to be headed for Kroger Field.
Yeah, that's one of those where Bryan Station's their defense may have been listed to be, because we said it wasn't going to get out of Egan's hands. But again, he had a decision to make. He made the right decision. He made the call, gave the ball off, and just busted up the middle for the long touchdown run, and 50 yards.
Yeah, Gauthier has had a great game tonight, too. Here's the kick by Elder, and it is again good, and that'll make it 55-41. And Bullitt East, after it appeared that Bryan Station had gained momentum in the first half, they have come back, made some big plays, a huge stop, and it'll be a tough loss for the defenders, but Bullitt East is is certainly a deserving champion, to say the very least.
And if people see this score tomorrow, they're going to think this was kind of a blowout, and that's not the case at all. But Gauthier, he's up to 163 yards rushing, 19 attempts, 2 TDs. He's averaging 8.6. He's that long run of 50 yards there. So these two running backs, we talked about it Monday. Lloyd with 26 rushes, 171 yards. I mean, these guys left everything they could out on the field, and at this point, it looks like Bullitt East will be going home with a chance to come back next weekend to Kroger Field and play for their first 6A state title.
Yeah, what a burst of speed by Gauthier, too. I mean, we'd seen some of that earlier in the game, but, boy, when he got out in the open field, he just took off.
Yes, he did.
He'll stick with the low kick. Fielded at the 30. And it's Green again, looking for some room. And he's going to be tackled at the 40.
And, this is going to sting for Bryan Station tonight, but they need to look back at what a wonderful year they had after losing their first 3 games, going on a 10-game win streak. There's a lot of positivity. There's a lot of things they can build on from here. And that's, as a program, that's what you want to do. And I know Coach Hawkins wants to instill that in his team, but it's always tough that night that you lose that the season ends.
Yeah, and it'll be a 13-game winning streak that Bullitt East will carry into the championship game. Defenders trying to make something happen here. There's a long pass for Haskins. Can't quite bring it in. Defender right there with him.
Yeah, he came down on his arm a bad way. I'm hoping everything's all right. It looks like, again, maybe a shoulder. A little bit of frustration now.
He looks to be
Haskins,
okay. Yep. What a great player he has been for Bryan Station.
Yeah, a lot of these seniors, I tell you what, they've started a legacy here that Bryan Station used to have, and it's come back now, and I think that's great for this school. And we heard about at halftime how well their athletic programs are doing here, and that's so good that Bryan Station's back on the map after being off for a little bit.
All right, now 39.9 seconds to go. And fires across to Walker with the catch, and that'll be first down yardage for Jaden Walker.
And Bullitt East defense, you're just happy to let them catch the ball in front of you. You don't want to give up a score and then an onside kick. You just want to end this now.
Yep. And now they'll spike it.
Bryan Station has no timeouts. They can't stop the clock, so they have to spike it there after getting the first down. And now they'll come out and I'm sure make another throw down the field. And like I say, if you're Bullitt East, you just want to keep them in front of you. Don't let them get the ball in the end zone. If you're Bryan Station, you want a huge play and then just give yourself one more chance. One more chance.
Now the snap to cut right. Looking and throwing long out there, and that one is incomplete. Well, that comes with 21.5.
Underthrew that one just a little bit.
Yeah. It was Davenport on the defensive end that time, defensive side. 55-41, that's the score with Bullitt East in front and trying to wrap things up against Bryan Station. Here is Cutright looking and now throwing downfield and incomplete. That comes with 13.8 seconds to go.
Yeah, that one had to be a pass interference. I was kind of surprised the 1-2 before that wasn't a pass interference, but that one he got tripped up on his way to catch the ball was Frazier. So get an automatic first down. The clock will stop. 13.8 seconds. Just unfortunately, Bryan Station's just not going to have enough time on the clock to, even if they do score here, it's going to be very, very difficult.
Here's the snap again, and again Cutright looks and fires one out to the left, and that one is incomplete. Looked like Brogan was the closest one to it, and that takes the clock down to 8.3 seconds to go. Ball at the 32-yard line in Bullitt East territory.
Updating now, Male is up 24-20 on Ballard with just a few seconds left in the game. So at this point, looks like it could be Bullitt East versus Male in the 6A state finals.
Cut right again. Looking and now scrambling out to the left. Got some room out there. Heads down to the 20 and then cuts out of bounds. That will run out the clock, though. And that is going to be the end of the ball game with the score. Bullitt East 55 and Bryan Station 41. Cutright took off for the sideline, but the clock won that race. And this one is over. And Bullitt East, after appearing to be a little bit down in momentum there toward the end of the first half, really came on with a strong second half. Some big plays, great individual efforts by Egan and Gauthier and that defense in the second half, and they get a 55-41 victory, and they are headed to the 6A state championship game. We'll take a break here and have much more as we start our post-game show in just a moment, so stay with us as we wrap this one up. 55-41, Bullitt East is the champion, is the winner of the semifinal game, and on to the championship game for the Chargers. And we'll be right back on Glycon.
I believe in Kentucky.
I believe in Kentucky.
I believe in small town values.
And mom and dad and the things they handed down.
I believe some of the best people in the world are farmers.
I believe in insurance that protects families, homes, and cars.
I believe in always finding a way to do what you love.
I am Kentucky.
I am Kentucky.
I am Kentucky.
For any of your window, door, and siding needs, contact the team at Elite Building Products. Their factory-certified, licensed, and insured contractors have been installing energy-efficient windows and doors for over 30 years. They also offer energy tax credits and military veteran discounts. Locally owned and open weekdays at 242 Wilson Drive, just off of the 27 bypass. For a free estimate, call 859-887-2440. Elite Building Products.
Hi, I'm Glenn Downs, pharmacist and owner of the Prescription Pad in Nicholasville. We are an independent community pharmacy that provides personalized service. We offer free home delivery, medication compliance packaging, compounding, and home medical equipment. Getting your medications from us means no need to wait in line or on the phone for minutes. Visit us at 465 Keene Center Drive in the Keene Shops in Nicholasville or by phone at 859-887-2841. The Prescription Pad is dedicated to your family's health.
New teen drivers are at greater risk for car crashes, particularly at night and during the first few months without adult supervision. Checkpoints is a free 1-hour educational program held monthly at the Jessamine Career and Technology Center in Nicholasville. It will help you help your teen be safer when they become a new independent driver. For more details, including program incentives and how to register, visit the Jessamine County Health Department's website at jessaminehealth.org.
Donating plasma is an easy way to earn up to $600 a month as a new donor while saving lives. That's right. Every donation you make helps patients in need survive and thrive. Returning donors also see monthly bonus payouts and I Give Rewards points. Go to cslplasma.com to learn more about plasma donation. CSL Plasma. Good for you, great for life.
Hey folks, this is Duke Owens, General Manager here at Cartown Kia. We have new Kias arriving daily, and I have over 20 lenders that want to approve you. So come and see us here at Cartown Kia, or look us up online at cartownkiausa.com.
Tonight's post-game recap is brought to you by Cartown Kia. Visit their state-of-the-art showroom at 3120 Lexington Road in Nicholasville. Or shop online at cartownkiausa.com. Cartown Kia, movement that inspires.
Keith Elkins, Rick Reams back with you from Bryan Station High School. Our congratulations to Bullitt East as they and their fans are now celebrating down on the field, having won this semifinal game over Bryan Station by a score of 55-41. I think I'll still stand by the designation Instant Classic because it certainly featured supreme effort on both sides and some big plays on both sides. But Bullitt East, as we came down the stretch, just made a couple of more big plays, and they've got a couple of stars. They have a lot of stars, but they have Egan and Brogan, Gauthier that really led the way statistically for them, but a lot of players made big plays for this team, and they are a very deserving representative in the championship game.
Absolutely, they came and played on the road, had to win here at Bryan Station's home to get to the state finals against. We have it final now. They'll be playing Louisville Male next week in the state finals. Bryan Station, you look at the other end, this team, their heads are down. They're down right now. I always hated it when my dad would come and tell me the sun will come out tomorrow. It didn't seem like it would help much that night, but it will. And when you look back on this season, they have a lot to be proud for. But, yeah, you talked about it, Bullitt East, just their high-powered offense. They averaged 38.9 points a game. They scored 55 tonight. They did everything they needed to do. And the one thing they were able to do, they made the one stop on Monday Lloyd that made all the difference in the game. And that's why we are where we are. That fourth down stop right about the 40-yard line was a huge, huge play. We talked about which defense could make that one play, and Bullitt East defense did that.
They did that, and were on their way then to had the lead, and then, of course, Gauthier broke away for the big touchdown run, and what a great burst of speed he put on to just drive the final nail for Bullitt East tonight. And so they're going to have a happy ride home and then a happy ride back to Lexington next week, but a different location for them as they go to Kroger Field. What a magnificent game. We're going to spend some time wrapping it up with you, and we hope you'll stay with us for that. We've got some numbers to bring to you, and we'll designate our players of the game a little bit later in our post-game show. So stay with us. A lot to come as the Bullitt East Chargers are heading to Kroger Field for the 6A championship game against Mayo. And we'll be right back with more of our post-game show on Glycod.
Folks, this is Duke Owens, General Manager here at Cartown Kia. We have new Kias arriving daily, and I have over 20 lenders that want to approve you. So come and see us here at Cartown Kia or look us up online at cartownkiausa.com.
Proudly based in Jessamine County, R.J. Corman Railroad Group has been serving North America's railroad industry since 1973. Find out more by visiting rjcorman.com. For high-quality railroad service, it's R.J. Corman.
If you or someone you know is having thoughts of suicide or experiencing a mental health or substance abuse crisis, 988 provides connection to free confidential support. There is hope. The Lifeline works. For 24/7 confidential support, just call, text, or chat 988. For more information, including a list of local resources, visit jessaminehealth.org/wellness.
Hi, I'm Glenn Downs, pharmacist and owner of the Prescription Pad in Nicholasville. We are an independent community pharmacy that provides personalized service. We offer free home delivery, medication compliance packaging, compounding, and home medical equipment. Getting your medications from us means no need to wait in line or on the phone for minutes. Visit us at 465 Keene Center Drive in the Keene Shops in Nicholasville or by phone at 859-887-2841. The Prescription Pad is dedicated to your family's health.
I believe in Kentucky.
I believe in Kentucky.
I believe in small town values.
And Mom and Dad and the things they handed down.
I believe some of the best people in the world are farmers.
I believe in insurance that protects families, homes, and cars.
I believe in always finding a way to do what you love.
I am Kentucky.
I am Kentucky.
I am Kentucky.
Glycod on YouTube is Kentuckiana's fastest growing high school sports video site. When you click to subscribe, don't forget to tap the bell and be notified of our upcoming live broadcasts and other unique video content. Subscribe for free now at youtube.com/Glycod.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School Football from Glycod.
The Bullitt East Chargers continue to celebrate some with their fans, and they'll have a good trip back tonight as they have put a 55-41 victory into the books, and they'll head to Kroger Field next week to take on Mail in the 6A championship game. Rick, there are numbers all over the place tonight. A lot of numbers in this game, starting with that final score of 55-41, which indicates that you're going to have some big stat numbers tonight. But we saw some great players in this game, and they did compile some impressive numbers.
Yeah, I mean, you know, some players we talked about in the pre-games, players we were going to be looking at. Travis Egan, you know, just did a great job passing 19th for 28, one interception to 249 yards, 4 touchdowns, 39-yard was the long one. Gauthier, we talked about him, 19 rushes for 167 yards, 2 touchdowns, that one at the end of the game there. And then you have to talk about Cameron Brogan, had a huge night, 10 receptions, 141 yards. He made the score that gave them the go-ahead that kind of ended, that didn't end it until Gauthier, but that put them up by 7. And then if you look at Bryan Station, the 2 players that you always have to look at, Trenton Cutright, 14 passes, 21 attempts, 14 completions, 1 interception, 152 yards, 1 touchdown. And then you look at Jeremiah Mundy-Lloyd, just a great game, 26 carries, 171 yards, 3 touchdowns. But again, came up about a yard and a half short on that 4th down. But those are the players you look at and just did a really good job. Then if you look on the other side of the line for Bullitt East, Ryan Rayhill ends up with 6 tackles. Actually 7.5 total with the assist and 1 sack, and then Ryan still had 6.5 tackles. On the other side, Jason Hawker, we called his name a lot, 9.5 tackles for Bryan Station, and Nicholas Dixon ended up with 7.5 tackles for Bryan Station. So this was just not a one-sided thing. The defense had to come and make the plays, and there at the end, Bullitt East was able to do that.
Yeah, and Cameron Brogan, who had 10 catches in the game, also actually had 11 catches in the game, but one of them was of a Bryan Station pass, and he had the pick 6, a 40-yard return, and that put the Chargers in front. So, as you say, big plays all around and lots of great numbers. They'll be talking about this game for quite a while, I think.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, as you said, I don't think an instant classic. I don't think I could have seen a better game than this one. Just a greatly highly contested by really peak athletes on each team. And, you know, now Bullitt East goes on. Bryan Station season ends. But, again, I want the kids from Bryan Station to know they don't have to hang their heads down. I mean, it hurts now. It stings now. But, boy, they had a great year, and they got it all the way. They had a home field for the 6A final game.
And congratulations to Coach Phil Hawkins and the Defenders. Their season comes to an end tonight with a 10-4 mark, and they won 10 in a row after losing their first 3 and certainly earning their spot here in the semifinal game with some great performances down the stretch of the season. But it is Bullitt East that will be going on to the championship game, and tonight's final numbers are presented by Citizens National Bank, moving forward together. Visit Joe Wilder, area president, for all your lending needs. We've got much more to come on our post-game show, so stay with us. We'll be right back on Glycod.
Thank you,
Plasma is an easy way to earn up to $600 a month as a new donor while saving lives. That's right. Every donation you make helps patients in need survive and thrive. Returning donors also see monthly bonus payouts and I Give Rewards points. Go to cslplasma.com to learn more about plasma donation. CSL Plasma. Good for you, great for life.
Proudly based in Jessamine County, R.J. Corman Railroad Group has been serving North America's railroad industry since 1973. Find out more by visiting rjcorman.com. For high-quality railroad service, it's R.J. Corman.
Hi, I'm Glenn Downs, pharmacist and owner of the Prescription Pad in Nicholasville. We are an independent community pharmacy that provides personalized service. We offer free home delivery, medication compliance packaging, compounding, and home medical equipment. Getting your medications from us means no need to wait in line or on the phone for minutes. Visit us at 465 Keene Center Drive in the Keene Shops in Nicholasville or by phone at 859-887-2841. The Prescription Pad is dedicated to your family's health.
New teen drivers are at greater risk for car crashes, particularly at night and during the first few months without adult supervision. Checkpoints is a free 1-hour educational program held monthly at the Jessamine Career and Technology Center in Nicholasville. It will help you help your teen be safer when they become a new independent driver. For more details, including program incentives and how to register, visit the Jessamine County Health Department's website at jessaminehealth.org.
Hey folks, this is Duke Owens, General Manager here at Cartown Kia. We have new Kias arriving daily, and I have over 20 lenders that want to approve you. So come and see us here at Cartown Kia, or look us up online at cartownkiausa.com.
For any of your window, door, and siding needs, contact the team at Elite Building Products. Their factory-certified, licensed, and insured contractors have been installing energy-efficient windows and doors for over 30 years. They also offer energy tax credits and military veteran discounts. Locally owned and open weekdays at 242 Wilson Drive, just off of the 27 bypass. For a free estimate, call 859-887-2440. Elite Building Products.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School Football from Glycod.
Back at Bryan Station High School, it is Bullitt East, the winner of this semifinal game, 55-41, over the Bryan Station Defenders. And Rick, we've talked about a number of individuals tonight, but let's choose our most outstanding players. Tonight's most outstanding players presented by Elite Building Products. For any of your window, door, and siding needs, contact the team at Elite Building Products, located at 242 Wilson Drive in Nicholasville. Well, we tried to narrow it down to one from each team.
It was a tough job, but I think we looked back over the stats. Cameron Brogan for Bullitt East, again, 10 receptions, 141 yards, had an interception return for a touchdown. So really all-purpose yards, 273 total all-purpose yards. He was all over the field, made huge plays there towards the end of the game. And then for Bryan Station, a player that we really didn't read a whole lot about in the stats, but had a great game, and that's going to be Damon Green. 3 receptions, 42 yards, had the interception, but had the 94-yard kickoff return. Just very impressive. He ends up with 147 total yards. So a lot of deserving players on these teams. It was definitely not a one-man show on either team. But tonight we're just going to go with Cameron Brogan, and then we're going to go with Damon Green.
All right, some other deserving players as well, but those two definitely outstanding tonight, and they are our most outstanding players for each team in the game tonight. And that will wrap it up for us tonight. We thank you for joining us, and of course next week is championship week. As always, check in on glycod.com and find out what's going on there as basketball season nears too. So there will be a lot of high school action to choose from on glycod.com. We appreciate you being with us tonight. And the final score again was Bullitt East 55 and Bryan Station 41. For producer Todd Carter and camera operator Xander Essex, and for Rick Reams, I'm Keith Elkins. Thank you so much for joining us. Good night from Bryan Station High School on Glycod.
From Glycod, this has been R.J. Corman's Central Kentucky High School Football. R.J. Corman Railroad Group in Nicholasville, serving the railroad industry since 1973. Tonight's game was also brought to you by Kentucky Farm Bureau insurance agents Sean Atkinson and Kyle Rowe, big on commitment. Cartown Kia in Nicholasville, movement that inspires. The Jessamine County Health Department, jessaminehealth.org. The Prescription Pad, your local pharmacy in Nicholasville. Elite Building Products, for all your window, door, and siding needs. CHI St. Joseph Jessamine, and Citizens National Bank.
For schedule information about our upcoming broadcasts, visit our website, glicod.com, Facebook and Twitter @Glycod. We thank you for tuning into this live sports presentation from Glycod.